Okay. We have no errors. Means in theory everything should work. It looks like one thing. Oh, we're going places. Okay. I don't know why it's like this, but it's like this. That one. Yeah. I don't need this. So I'm gonna get TikTok in here. For that, let me add some stuff set. Just gonna, is that gonna force me to live? I don't. That window up.
There's something that people don't seem to understand about. You know, we struggle in the West. I really do think we all struggle in the West to understand the fundamentalist mindset. And let me give you an example of what the regime in Iran is like. So,
are you ready? So far, bro's been spitting straight facts. I wanted to give you a little bit of a holistic background story from the perspective of why Iran should not be having nuclear weapons at all before we dive into Hassan and his retardation, because he's 610% cooked right now, actually, according to my math. But now let's look into the fundamentalist mindset of Iran. Let's see if they're actually kind of good guys. Maybe they just don't like Jews a little bit, but they're kind of good guys aside from that, maybe. Let's see.
So that we can all understand what the threat here is. After the Islamic Revolution happened in Iran in 79, the war broke out between Iran and Iraq. And in that war, Iran was at a disadvantage. It was militarily backward. It wasn't financially able to deal with it.
All right.
You know what they did? They attempted to mitigate that by recruiting as many child soldiers as they could. We don't know how many because they didn't bother to count, but it's
child soldiers. Now we can agree. Hundreds of thousands of child soldiers, not cool. Are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? Well, don't worry, boys and girls. It gets so much worse. Definitely subscribe to traumatize you and also give you facts on the ground.
And because some of them were too young and too weak to fight, they didn't send them to the front line. They sent them to sweep minefields with their own bodies. That is what this regime does. Now, if those...
It got much less cool, by the way. Are we on the same page? That is this insanely fucked up regime, bro. That's insanity.
People are willing to do that to their own children, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. What do you think they would do to the children of their enemies if they get a nuclear weapon, or if they get close to, or if they're allowed to continue funding proxies around the Middle East in order to attack Israel, as they've already done?
He spat facts. Okay, he spat unbelievable facts. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this clip is because Iran says death to America. They say they want to wipe out America. They say they want to wipe out Israel. If they're willing to use their own children as living minesweepers, where they would blow themselves up to sweep mines so that the military could figure out where to go in minefields, do you not think that they're actually being serious about the threats that they're making to other countries? Not to mention the fact that Iran tried to assassinate President Trump twice, according to the Department of Justice, at least twice. So, yes, they are absolutely a threat. They should not be given any power, and anyone that actually thinks they are is an enemy to the United States, like Hassan Piker. Anyway, lock in, boys and girls. You're about to see the biggest, most fucked up, retarded Hassan Piker content of your life. Now, a lot of people talk about Hassan from the perspective of drama. As you know, I do the deep dive no one else does. We are about to fuck this man unconsensually.
Donald Trump has been going nutty mode, talking big on the timeline. As you know, yesterday he urged the evacuation of Tehran, which is an incredibly large city.
Tell me this before.
Very nice of Trump, right? he told people to leave Tehran so that they don't get hit as collateral damage. That's pretty nice. Unlike Iran, who purposefully targets hospitals and civilians, currently Israel is only targeting the nuclear reactors and ballistic missiles. So that's pretty cool.
I believe it's like, by some estimates, people say like there's like 12 million people. Some people say even more. In the greater...
Some people say even more. The article itself shows 10 million. Some people say even more.
Metropolitan area, there's like at least 9 million people. You are not going to be able to evacuate 9 million, 15 million in the metro area. You're just not going to be able to do
Because
that.
I have people
And
follow
you
me.
see, the thing is, it doesn't even matter because it's not like they fucking
me.
dropped a nuke on Tehran, bro.
People have been locked in. Some people have already started moving out of Tehran.
Based. Why should they stay there?
And there's nowhere to really go because...
What does that mean there's nowhere to really go? Dude, Iran shot 1,000 missiles into Israel residential cities, and he's like all cool with it. But people evacuating a single city in Iran, that's too much. That's way too much. Dude, it's crazy.
Where are you supposed to go? They don't have gas. Israel hit the...
They don't have gas in all of Tehran, in all of Iran, one of the biggest oil manufacturers in the world. They have no gas.
Largest oil depot in Tehran already. So people are having a hard time getting gas, and people are having a hard time leaving the city to begin with. And Donald Trump is
There's traffic, guys.
over here making threats like he's going to assassinate every single person. Like they're
based. First of all, he never said that, but also based. He never made that threat. He's claimed sky over Iran is under complete and total control. That's what he said. Does that at all sound like he tried to assassinate every single person? Mr. Fearmonger bullshit?
They're just going to drop a nuke on Tehran or something.
Yes? Is that really what it sounds like? Fucking parasite? Terrorist supporting retard? This guy's a demon. Like, no one ever threatened dropping a nuke on Tehran.
It's so...
You know who did threaten dropping a nuke, though? Tehran!
Oh, right, I have to do...
He's like, oh my god, I can't believe Trump would make a threat.
Oh,
no way! A threat? Trump is gonna make a threat against the enemy that literally tried to assassinate him more than once? Is Trump really making threats? Motherfucker, you retard. Bro, they've been making threats for the last 46 years.
Nope, I did
in
that
Iran.
wrong. We got to drag and drop the patch file onto the toolkit.
And they literally have been saying this.
You got to be sure that you're
insane. Like
legally
Americans,
obtained
we
ISO
do not understand
file.
this feeling.
I do have
we will
one.
never
I do have the
understand
disc.
this feeling. Because there is no force as powerful.
Loaded up,
the
like
Israeli
you extracted
feeling
it, you
of,
dumped it.
you know, unbelievable amounts of terrorist attacks and threats against Israel, that Hassan fully understands.
You got to rename it.
There's no force on the
Do
planet
the exact
that
thing
can
that says in the
threaten us
terminal,
the
all
same
caps.
exact way. Not
Literally
even
the
China,
exact
at
same
least
thing that it
right
says here in
now,
the
cannot threaten
terminal,
us in
and
the exact
then
same
hit
way
enter.
where they've, like,
And
designed
you
the
let it do its
entire
thing. It's going to
rules
pop
of
out
warfare.
a
Fuck yeah,
new
go America. America's awesome.
ISO
America's the
file,
strongest
and you
country in
can
the world.
see
Fuck
that
yeah, I love America. What's your point?
here because it says
international
dot
rules
new.
and law and order to suit their purpose and can strike
So
and
it's
do
new.
genocidal things with impunity.
And
Genocidal things, motherfucker. They are bombing nuclear power plants.
Now you
and
do need
ballistic
to
missiles
have
factories,
your own
while
PlayStation
targeting and
or have dumped
assassinating
your own
enemy
PlayStation at any
generals.
point in time.
How is that genocidal? Dude, everything's a genocide
You
according to this guy.
legally bought
Everything.
and
Oh my God, I can't
obtained
believe
a
you just
copy of
genocided
Kingdom
the
Hearts
chicken
2
wings,
Final
bro.
Mix,
Can't believe you just
which
genocided all those
is
chicken wings. Oh my
only
lord.
Like
PAL,
there's no
it's only Japan.
comparison, which is why
It's only released
we can't
in Japan, to
comprehend
my
what it's like
knowledge.
to have like normal
Or
people
maybe not.
have no
I don't remember
say in what
exactly.
happens
It's been
in their own
many
lives.
years
What the
since
fuck are you
I
talking
acquired
about?
my own disc.
Like literally, what are
and
you talking
use
about?
swap
No
magic
control in their own
and
lives, dog.
swap magic
this could have been
and
solved if these people would have not developed nuclear weapons.
Something that Donald Trump might be
to
saying simply because he thinks it gives him an
soft mod
upper
my
hand
PlayStation
in this
to be able to play
negotiations
it.
process is ultimately so
without,
consequential for
like,
millions of people.
to buy a
Oh,
bunch
he
of
made a
other
tweet
things
saying
for like PAL
evacuate the city.
conversion.
It's so consequential for millions of people. Bro, they're at war.
You know?
Hello?
So
There were two
that's all.
assassination attempts on Donald Trump from Iran, according to the
now,
Department
does my
of
original
Justice.
PS2 still
Iran has
work?
been
No, it actually got
saying
stolen
death
from
to
me.
America
But
every day
I still
for
have
the
the
last
files.
46 years.
So,
but Trump making
I don't
a
really
tweet
care too
telling
much that
people
it got
to
stolen from
evacuate Tehran is going too far
I still
and
have
causing
the
mass panic.
disc?
You fucking terrorist apologist
yes,
simp.
I do.
It's terrifying.
I
I
actually
hope
had
you
to
guys
find
can
it
maybe
to
close your
do
eyes for a
this.
brief moment
All right, let's do it.
For
Let's do
some
it.
reason,
and
I didn't have my
recognize the
ISO
humanity of the
already
Iranian people
made.
and recognize
I
how
have to do
devastating this
process
kind of
over again.
statement is.
It must be
Which
devastating
is-
for the Iranian people, true.
I don't
However,
know
they've
how
been
that
jamming death to
happened,
America for the last
but
46
it's
years.
fun
Again, not
because
all
I
the civilians,
have-
and I do feel bad for any
I
civilian
still
that's caught
have
up in
the
this,
stuff that I
but that doesn't
used
mean
as
you
a
don't actually
teenager to
fucking
like do all
stop
this.
a country
So
from getting
I'm not
nuclear weapons,
complaining really.
asshole.
I'm set to
Without
go.
simply talking about how big, bold, and brave and beautiful our big, beautiful president is, because like a lot of Americans are so callous in their indifference to
Freaking ignorant.
dignity, to the dignity of human
Pop this
life.
down.
The dignity
Pop
of human
you
life that
right
Donald
here.
Trump made a tweet saying evacuate Tehran. You realize that's what he's still on right now, right? You realize he's still on the fact that Donald Trump made a
this
tweet
back
saying
up.
evacuate Tehran. He is still
This right
talking
here is
about
what
how
I
the
live-
callousness of the Americans.
When
Seeing
it's
this pop off.
overseas, when it's supposedly be, a civilian
Seeing
population of
thousands
a
of
foreign
process, like,
adversary,
different
all
changes
Iran had to
being
do was
made
not build nukes, though.
True.
one thing
True.
like this.
Rare
This is what I
Hassan
live for.
chatter that's actually like, wait,
This is what
the
I
fuck?
strive
Are you
for.
retarded?
Not justifying this, but their government
I
isn't
didn't make
innocent
this,
either. You're
but like this
idiot.
is beautiful.
Yes! I love
did
it,
do something
man.
like
He's
this
such
for
a
Elden Ring,
moron.
though.
First of all, Iran hasn't built nukes.
That's why there was an attack, so they don't get nukes. They had 60% enriched uranium when they only needed 3%
Never
for
released it
actually
publicly.
using it for civilian purposes.
I kept
they
modding
went
Elden
from
Ring
3% to
and
60%.
modding
the
it over and over
IAEA
again,
and
I
the
realized
United
what
Nations
basically
said
was
they
being
broke every
changed
guideline.
Elden Ring.
What are you
And
talking
so I kind
about?
of learned how to
They should
mod
have
Elden
built
Ring
nukes.
myself.
And there we go. He says the quiet
I never
part
actually-
out loud.
I did
They should have built the
change
If they had nukes, they
some
would
of
be
the weapons
nuked.
values
Okay, if they
to be, like,
actually
just
had nukes and
insanely
it
broken. I
actually
did it
was that imminent of
on
a
it, of
threat,
course.
the entire fucking country
just
would
to-
turn
just to
into
see
Chernobyl.
if I could and see
what
how
are you
it
talking
worked.
about?
It
They
worked.
literally should have
I was
built
able to
nukes.
change
He
some
doesn't care about
things
the
like the
civilians.
area
He's
of
literally
effect,
admitting
but
right now that he
almost
does
saying I was
not
able to
care
make
about the
that
civilians
bigger.
of Iran. Because
I
if
was
they had
able to
nukes, they
change
would be
its
wiped off the
damage
map.
values.
Because they are a
Pretty
terrorist
shit, really
nation that
good.
is
Of course, I made it really.
constantly empowering different
so now that
terrorist
I've got
organization
that,
proxies to attack innocent people, threaten America,
Gonna-
threaten England. They've threatened Israel. It would be obliterated. It would
Need to
be
get
a
it to
glow-in-the-dark
scan
crater if they actually got nukes. Hassan does not fucking care
Gonna rescan.
about the civilians.
This might
anywhere.
take a
You have to
little
remember
while.
this, okay? You have to literally remember this. He doesn't care about the civilians in Tehran. He doesn't
While we're
care about
waiting
the
on that, we're just
Palestinians
gonna-
in Gaza.
gonna blow
okay?
this
If he
guy
did,
up.
He wouldn't support the terrorist organization Hamas that started the war and that also murders their own
Able to
people
close
and
that,
starves their
minimize
own
that.
people for the
And now I
sake
can
of
see
propaganda.
chat again.
As
All
we've
good.
covered in the past. So this
What's
guy's
up?
a retard.
Because if
Hello,
Iran
chat.
had built nukes,
all
No
right,
one
all
is
right.
talking.
Donald Trump couldn't say, Tehran, clear out.
No, he would have just nuked Tehran. He literally, the number one thing Trump has been saying about Iran for the last 20 years is they cannot possess a nuclear weapon.
So ironically, it is actually the government's incompetence, I would say,
Yes. The terrorists should get nukes, Hassan says.
that has caused them to try and play
yes,
ball with
Hassan.
America.
This
and
is a
play
good
ball with the
idea,
Western
Hassan.
world over and over again, as the Western world has slapped them around. Could
have
Donald
the
Trump
best
tweet out,
interests of
Moscow,
Americans
clear out?
on.
No.
Has Moscow made threats, death to America on the constant?
Hassan. Keep
When's the
going.
last time Russians killed 1,000 Americans? Because Iran did it. Over the last 46 years, Iran
No, we
killed
wouldn't even be
1,000
in this
Americans
situation if it
through
wasn't-
themselves
I mean,
or
like, I don't know
proxies.
how much of the money that
yes,
Barack gave them
motherfucker. What are you talking
they
about?
actually
Obviously.
was for this
Also,
purpose.
You're completely retarded.
But
Not. And
Russia specifically doesn't want to use nukes because they know if
So
they
many of
will,
us
they
saw
will be
it coming.
cooked. Iran desperately wants to use nukes.
Russia has done a metric ton of damage to Ukraine. So why can't Donald Trump say,
And notice they didn't use nukes. Notice they
Going
did
to
not use nukes.
bigger
You know
one.
why? Because they know they'd get cooked. Iran directly wants to use nukes.
hey,
The
Kremlin,
right one?
clear
You
out?
know what I
Why
haven't
can't
done?
they say, hey, DPRK,
hopefully I don't need
clear
to-
out? Pyongyang, clear
Okay.
out. Why,
They're not at war? What are we talking about? They're not at war. Huh?
why can't they say that? Oh, that's right, because they have nukes. Okay, that's it. You
Turn
gotta
this.
have nukes. If you want to have
If you're a terrorist that wants to commit acts of terrorism, you gotta have nukes.
sovereignty out.
This is Hassan. He's against World War III, by the way. He's anti-war. He's pro-life. Hassan, unless you know it's a fetus. In that case, he's not pro-life. He's anti-life. But he's pro everyone else.
side of
Okay,
Unless you're
I
Jewish,
gotta-
in which case he's not that
Gotta
pro-Jewish
redo the
life. In
bindings.
fact, he was pretty happy when Iran bombed a hospital, the civilian hospital in Israel.
the sphere of NATO
Sure.
influence, outside the sphere, the protective
That'll work.
banner of the West. And by the way, ironically, when you are in the NATO protective banner, you don't have any sovereignty. Look at Turkey.
let's see
you got
how that
nothing.
works.
So yeah, it actually is an issue for Iran that they don't have nukes.
Okay, that's gonna work
Crazy,
just
bro.
fine.
You realize
Just
that none of this
fucking-
would happen if Iran actually stopped their nuclear program and didn't make
Of course,
nukes.
I'm gonna
if
do
they didn't,
critical
if they just
mode
stopped their nuclear
because
program There literally would not even be this
Why
war.
not?
This war happened because they refused to capitulate to the demands of the entire world. Even Putin is against Iran right now because they shouldn't have nukes. Iran's regime wants to make
you know
nukes.
what I don't have
That
set
is why
up?
they built a fucking nuclear facility 100 miles underground. Or however deep their
webcam,
fucking
dude.
shit is on the bottom of the mountain. The Fordo nuclear factory.
They should have. If they did, the region would be more stable. Yeah, they have.
It would be more stable if the #1 cause of all terrorism in the region had nuclear weapons.
Give it a moment.
Bro,
Okay.
what are you talking about? Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, they are all
I doubt they
literally
changed the
Iran
story,
proxies.
really.
You really think if they had nuclear weapons,
pretty sure
the
this is
region
just
would
like a
be more
combat
stable?
overhaul.
Dude, the region was
Don't think
stable
there's any
before
changes to the story.
1946. I mean, before 1979, 46 years ago. Before the current
Okay, I
Iranian
don't-
regime, it was a relatively stable
Gotcha.
area. It's because
But I
of the
can't do
current
that.
Iranian regime that the place has been a hellhole.
They've been 3 years
I'm not gonna
away
be able to
for
see-
35 years because they're not building them.
We're not gonna be able to
Anyone
watch
who's buying this
Nux,
narrative is
guys.
either illiterate or one of the new age conservative Zoomers too young to know the history. I
He's gonna say, I know.
know.
I know. You're
At the
wrong.
very least,
The United
outside of the
Nations
way.
confirmed it. The IAEA
That
confirmed
muffler.
it. What are you
All is-
talking about? Bro, you know, Trump said
Hey,
make a deal. You have
no.
60 days. Why didn't they make a
Summons.
deal? If they didn't actually want nukes,
Need
why
summons?
didn't they make a deal? Huh?
Oh, that button
Because
got
they were trying to get
changed.
nukes. Just like the United Nations said. Complete
wait a minute.
retard. Dude, actually 100% retard. It's
Oh.
insanity. It's crazy. Look at this guy. How do you sit there on your street
so
and spend an
this
hour
needs-
yelling at your
no, I
chat
will-
about why the terrorists should in fact have nuclear weapons?
Right.
No one should ever take this guy seriously.
Iran has been 3 seconds to midnight on the nuke stuff for the
Wait, what
past
did that say?
35 years.
This is like the classic talking point by someone that's a complete illiterate retard or someone who's actually malicious. Because the reason why they didn't have nukes at any point over the last, 20, 30 years is because they kept having things go on. Trump enforced sanctions, Obama enforced sanctions. Israel used their Stuxnet computer virus to stop them in 2004. There have constantly been things to stop them and slow them down. But now, for the first time in history, the United Nations and the IAEA both have confirmed that they are enriching uranium
activate the
to
music.
60% capacity,
Click.
which is 90% of the way to actually making weapons-grade nukes, okay? They had enough uranium, according to the United Nations, to make 9 nuclear bombs, okay? There kept being wrenches thrown into Iran's nukes all of the time. However, never enough to actually stop it. So, it kept happening again and again and again. Currently, even
Actually-
the United Nations agrees about this. Every country in the world agrees with this except for North Korea. North Korea is the only country that's actually supporting Iran right
Okay,
now.
this is a
Even
lot.
Russia is anti-Iran getting nukes.
Bring this up.
Okay? America, Japan,
Oh, what-
Argentina, England, France, Canada, Germany, they have all released statements
cheat
saying
menu?
Israel is doing the world a favor by
Fucking
stopping
cheat
their
menu.
nuclear shit. Not talking about Russia. Russia openly worked with
Looking
Iran.
up
Yeah,
to-
no, they did
to-
openly work with
or
Iran.
are
Their
those
suicide
archives?
drones that they've been shooting into Ukraine have come from Iran.
hidden by
Ironically,
default.
this is
You
helping the
can
Ukrainians a
file
lot as
spoilers,
well.
the box, right?
However, even Putin didn't want Iran to get nukes.
Chatter.
Even China doesn't want to do anything about this.
If they wanted to make them, they could have. You think that the Democratic People's Republic of Korea were able to literally withstand a famine in the
have another
process,
mod.
like one of the most devastating famines of all time, and then at the same time develop a nuclear program
this-
and engage in the enrichment of uranium before Iran could?
Let's be real. Let's be real. Are we happy that they have nukes? Is anyone in the chat happy that North Korea has nuclear weapons? Does this make you sleep better at night? Great argument, Hassan.
Do you know how connected Iran is to the rest of the world as opposed to the DPRK? Do you
Oh,
know?
true, you're right. They're so connected to the rest of the world, and yet everyone doesn't want them to have nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia said they don't want them to have nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia said that if Iran gets nuclear weapons, we are going to make nuclear weapons as well, because the Shias and the Sunni Muslims hate each other and want to kill each other. So they basically said, yo, if they get nukes, we're getting nukes too. And then shit's fucked.
Know how?
think I remember
mean,
this.
Iran has colleges, academic.
They have colleges, guys! Pack it up, boys! Get them nukes! Get them nukes immediately! Iran
We're
has
gonna ignore it
colleges!
for now.
Makes people that actually, regardless of the government being treated as a foreign adversary, free travel all around.
There's free travel and colleges. Yes, sir. I wonder why we hate them. I wonder why we are just unilaterally against them.
do that.
Could it be the fact that maybe they tried to assassinate Donald Trump twice over the last year? Or, you know, at least twice, according to the Department of Justice. Or, you know, maybe it could be them, you know, breaking sanctions and enriching uranium. Maybe it's the fact that they actually, you know, sponsor terrorist organizations across the Middle East and the world. I don't know. Maybe it's some of that. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that they directly help North Korea and Russia in their relatively unethical situations that some people could argue. I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that they murder women if their hair is uncovered in the middle of the street. Maybe it's because 80% of the actual people in Iran hate the current regime because the current regime is a dictatorial, tyrannical government. I don't know. Maybe it's the whole them being a death cult where they send their 9-year-old children to minesweep minefields with their bodies, and the 9-year-old's limbs flew everywhere. Well, I guess that means there's a mine in the location. Very cool.
Around the world, espionage capabilities. If Iran wanted to make nukes, they would have made them by now.
No, they wouldn't have. They've been trying.
Honestly, they probably should have made
And there's the sound piker. Yes, the terrorists should have nukes.
them by now. I think a lot of people are maybe too young or too oblivious to the
That's us. We're just young and oblivious to the reality.
reality of how this like nuclear proliferation conversation has gone on.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I joke. There's the Hasanabi
know how to
doctrine, but
change
it's a
that.
joke, but it's also real.
All right, get
okay?
ready for the joke that's also real. Schrodinger's joke. If it goes over poorly, it's a joke. If it goes over well, then it's real.
Okay? What do I always say? For nation building, the Hasanabi doctrine for nation
right.
building.
I'm
We
ready.
joke, we've
Are you ready?
presented as a meme, but like it's
Are you ready for the meme joke that he 100% means?
real. Rule number 1, get nukes.
There we go. What if you're a terrorist? It doesn't matter. Get nukes.
Rule number 2, never give up the nukes.
Even if you're a terrorist, don't give up
Yes,
the nukes.
yes.
Yes, sir. Will America bomb you? We don't care. Just don't give them up.
Rule number 3, if Western powers claim you have nukes, drop everything and get nukes immediately.
Fantastic doctrine. You've solved all drama in the Middle East. Yes, sir. When America says don't get nukes, try making nukes. Well, it didn't work out for Iran because currently Iran is getting fucking
Watch his
obliterated.
focus.
Yeah, because America told them don't get nukes, and they were like, let's follow the Hasanabi doctrine and let's get nukes. And now they're bombed to oblivion, and their entire fucking government is literally eviscerated. So turns out you're retarded, and you want war. Turns out you want war. You just want a war where the terrorists actually have nuclear weapons.
Read these.
That's the
Playing
difference
around.
between Hassan and everybody else.
Because once they say you have nukes, even if you don't have them, if you don't ever get them, that means they're just going to destroy you.
That is the most retarded take of all time. If Iran didn't have 60% enriched uranium, this shit would not be happening right now.
Ukraine is a great example of a country that gets its nukes. Look at what's going on with Ukraine. Libya is a country.
Dude, if Ukraine had nukes, Russia would nuke them. Again, the reason why, again, I'm not saying that they have nukes or not, or whatever. It's a whole
A
debate.
frame rate.
But the point is, they gave them up in order to get protections against
Frame rate is
Russia.
not there.
Okay. Otherwise, Russia would have taken them by force on the spot. You could argue that it wasn't a good play in the long run. That is fine. Whatever. It's a deep discussion that's not for right now. However,
Current
you are a
blending
bitch
actors.
if you want actual terrorists to get nukes. Iran
do
is
you
not
want
the
from me?
same as Ukraine.
That
No one is trying to conquer Iran. Russia always wanted to conquer Ukraine back. No one is conquering Iran. People just don't want Iran to have nuclear weapons when they literally directly say they want to use them on you.
cast aside any sort of like ambition for nuclear proliferation, and America still claimed that they had nukes, and they didn't. And look at Libya now. Iraq, UMDs. Oh, they have yellow cake, enriched uranium, UMDs. We have to go in and we have to check it out.
So what's the solution? The solution is Iraq should have gotten nuclear weapons. You really think that would have made it better?
Iraq didn't have nukes. I say this as someone
They never said Iraq had nukes. Never.
who is an advocate for denuclearization universally.
This is the most, base take of all time. He's completely correct. He's completely correct. It would be nice if the world now had nukes. Wow,
Things
so
up
true,
with-
Hassan. Wow, it would be so nice if we lived in a world
Oh, but it's so much
rape.
better.
What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? Should we just decide to live in a world with
Look
no
better,
rape?
but-
What about no racism?
I mean, it does look
racism's
better.
kind of fun sometimes, so I don't know about that one.
It's not
But
all
what about
jank.
living in a world with no
smooth.
diarrhea?
Okay, that-
Wouldn't
okay,
that be
whatever.
cool? Just imagine a world
I gotta change
no
that.
one gets diarrhea.
I know I can do
See,
that
this is
again.
retarded because we live in reality. You can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm anti-war, I'm anti-nukes. We just shouldn't
Yeah,
have nukes
maybe.
anywhere. Yeah, that's not happening,
it.
bro.
the nuclear power as an energy grid is fine. You guys have
Well, that's fine. He's okay. He gives a pass.
bullied me too much, and that's okay. I'm on board with nuclear power plants. But as far as like nuclear weapons goes, I'm anti-nuke.
Wow. What a brave take. What a brave take. See, the thing is, if America decides, you know what, we're just to undo our nukes, I've a sneaking suspicion that China, Russia, North Korea, all the countries that Hassan simps for all the time, that they will not actually decide to de-nuke. I don't think that's going to happen. So, you see, Mr.
I'm kind
Communist
of
with the Gucci
struggling to pay
bag,
attention to that
it's not good.
Okay? I think no one should have nukes.
That's so great.
But as long as nuclear proliferation continues and the West basically bullies every country that doesn't have nukes without any sort of scrutiny, without any sort of pushback whatsoever, you need nukes. All right, let's get to the State Department.
So basically, he's anti-nuke. He wants no one to have nukes, except you do need nukes. Since nukes exist, especially if you're a terrorist nation, then you should specifically get nukes, because then America will not want you to have nukes, but you need nukes to bomb innocent people, of course.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio has also stated that
feel like I should have
as he has traveled the world
reaction
working to
to
implement President
Maybe they
Trump's
took that
vision
out.
of peace and security. That statement has also been uttered from this
Game
podium
I don't know.
many times. The fact that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon is clear, as the White House reminds us.
Hassan literally goes after his entire speech talking about how Iran needs a nuclear weapon. He turns on the thing, and the first thing they say is, "It is very clear that they cannot have a nuclear weapon."
Since taking office, President Trump has clearly stated no fewer than a dozen times that Iran cannot be allowed to have a nuclear weapon, for anyone who's unclear on that fact.
Yeah, it's very
President
clear.
Trump has made the same pledge no
Guys, you
fewer
don't
than
understand.
40
America first and being a peaceful dove actually meant doing the exact same
Really
thing
need
that
to read
previous
this stuff.
administrations have done, which is to go to war with Iran.
I'm so used to
Is he
playing the
retarded?
game and just
He must
skipping
be
through
retarded.
everything. It's that's what I'm
Can we
doing.
just
Okay,
make
can I?
a
Nope.
difference right now between Bush and Trump, just for a second? Bush did not give Iraq some sort of peaceful alternative. Okay, Bush invaded Iraq because they allegedly had, weapons of mass destruction and stuff like that. Trump gave them 60 days and still is holding off from actually going to war, even though literally they are getting obliterated from the air.
America
should I
first
grind?
actually means doing a
Get the-
decapitation
get the,
strike on the supreme leader of Iran.
Did that happen? Did that happen? It didn't happen. And also,
Okay, something's
yes,
not right.
being America first is wiping out a guy that directly
Oh, this is
caused
definitely-
multiple assassination attempts on the president of the United States. Right? We on the same page? What's going on?
Okay, well, we're not
I
doing
can't
that.
believe you're American first when you're dealing with, a country that literally killed 1,000 of your men and also contributes to terrorist organizations all over, and also causes you to spend tons of money defending Israel against different terrorist attacks, and also is directly threatening your life, and also caused assassination attempts against the president, and also wants to blow you up with nukes. I can't believe it's you're so America first. America first is when you don't want the president to get assassinated.
America first actually means like violating any sort of isolationist principle that we might have actually run a campaign on.
He never ran a campaign on the isolationist principle, to be clear. He always said Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. You know what Iran tried to do? Get nuclear weapons.
I want to recognize the State Department and other U.S. government teams around the world working under threat on behalf of the American people, particularly those in Israel and Ukraine, who spent another night sheltering in bunkers as they came under attack. Our priority is the safety of Americans
Wait, like a
overseas
second.
and here at home.
Once the camera
It is the
snaps.
priority of Secretary Marco Rubio. It is the priority of everyone who works in this building and the thousands of American citizens who work anonymously and whom you will never see, who are working in embassies and consulates around the world and working with those local nations to be there for American citizens and to help facilitate American diplomacy. Our priority is the safety of Americans, yes, here at home, but also
Good
overseas. We thank all of those working on behalf of the American people, all of you watching
get into the
from
mod,
home
though. I
and
don't
from
need
around the
the-
world.
Hell yeah.
We thank you
Oh,
and
this
from
is
Look at all
bad
this
idea.
transformative commentary
Done
that
better.
Hassan's been giving.
for everyone around
But no, it's true. She's right.
the nation. We know and honor your work as we begin another briefing here, ready to take your questions.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, here we go. By the way, notice how the State Department press briefings are damn near identical
That ain't-
in their
that ain't-
response
that
to the
ain't it.
previous State Department, regardless of how different things are.
great take, Hassan. It turns out that no matter who is actually in power in the American government, no one wants Iran to have nuclear weapons, you know, because they threaten America. It's kind of crazy how even though Biden and Trump are incredibly different people, no one wants Iran to have nukes. Also, are you retarded? This is the most transparent presidency in the history of the country.
To help Americans potentially leave.
Okay, my goats are there. Goat.
Depending on the countries that they're in.
I guess Prem is not there. I don't see him.
Right. Well,
I guess they
avoid
revoked
the
Zeteo's press credentials. This is live, yeah.
Not for a month or 6 months, but
Skateboards
durable
are not your
ends
friend.
to this nature of forever wars. And
got
that has
lucky
been
the
his
first time.
posture,
The second
and
time-
that's his posture now.
Okay, I have an easier question.
Yes, ma'am.
How many people?
I'll take a
I don't
hard
even
one too.
realize
I'd
it.
say.
How many
skateboard
people
thing,
so
no.
far have contacted U.S. missions in Israel or elsewhere, American citizens?
I'm losing my mind. Stop asking about American citizens being allowed to leave Israel. Oh my God. That is
Yeah, he doesn't care about American citizens or people in Israel. So American citizens in Israel, that's like 2 strikes, according to Hassan.
sure, it's relevant,
be
but it's the least relevant part of this.
It
Please.
is literally the least relevant part of it for America.
Pretty sure I have to do
protect
at least one,
American
though.
citizens that are being bombed indiscriminately by Iran. That's the new Hassan Piker take.
God, so
Ask
far.
about what the administration is planning to do. Please, prod some questions. Why are tankers moving into the region?
To threaten the fuck out of Iran.
Why are there bombers in the region?
To threaten the fuck out of Iran. You see, I'm answering all of his questions.
Does Donald Trump need congressional authorization? We know the answer,
They asked this like 7 times.
but at least it's important to have it on the record.
He literally just said, why aren't you asking important questions? I mean, we know the answer, but get it on the record. Oh, classic media figure.
That our commitment is to the safety and security of Americans around the world. All right? Yes, sir.
Hassan does not care. He doesn't like Americans.
You already
He doesn't
have
like
combo
Americans
maps.
in Israel.
Kinda seems that
So,
way.
I mean, this is 2 strikes.
I think that
Yes,
was
sir.
one of the
Go
points
ahead.
of the mod.
Samuel, would the U.S. government like to see a regime change in Iran?
First of all, I'm certainly not going to remotely address that. It would require me to speculate or speak on behalf of the president, which I will not do.
All right, my opinion on
Yes.
regime change in Iran, I would love to see it happen. This is a fucked up, awful regime. However, I don't want American military effort to actually go into forcing a regime change. I want it to
Skateboard
happen
has me
itself
scared.
because I think the current regime is fucking evil assholes, literally executing women if they fucking uncover their hair. If a woman speaks out about women's rights in Iran, they cut their eye out. All right, so that's just my opinion. I don't like the regime at all. Fuck them. However, I don't want to see Americans actually going to war for that to happen.
What we've seen, though, is clear.
Ah.
Is months and repeated statements that all he wants
know
is a
that.
peaceful world. His activity and the activity and the nature of the action.
Yes, the
Part of the
answer is
game, like
yes.
what I'm
The
doing.
answer is yes.
I always expect
Everybody
Axel
knows
to
this.
show
Israel
up way
wants regime
sooner
change. America wants
than he
regime
does.
change.
You don't want regime change, Hassan? You know, 80% of the people in Iran also want a regime change. So let me get this straight. You don't want a regime change? You like the current Ayatollah regime that has been fucking propping up terrorist organizations and terrorizing their own civilians?
They want it. The point is, will they try
Do
to
you want it? Admit it. You don't want it. You like the terrorists. Admit it.
get it by doing a decapitation strike? Who will they actually try to put in the position of power? Will a decapitation strike be successful? Okay. Trump's desire to handle the escalating conflict in the Middle East diplomatically is waning. Officials
Notice how he doesn't say anything.
familiar with the ongoing discussions tell
The only one who actually
I'm just
doesn't want
going with
regime
what I
change in
know
Iran
here.
is the
I don't know if
terrorists.
this is
Pretty weird, huh?
still a good
CNN
option.
Trump is
Probably.
growing increasingly
Probably
warned
is.
using U.S. military assets to strike Iranian nuclear facilities, which is basically the same holding position, the holding pattern that we've been in. As I said yesterday, and I will keep repeating over and over again,
let's go.
the situation is basically identical to Iraq. Okay?
You must be a complete blistering retard if you think that this is identical to Iraq. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's mind-boggling to say, for this to be your foreign policy opinions. Iraq didn't have nukes. Iraq was never going to have nukes. Iraq had, allegedly had weapons of mass destruction. It's a discussion on whether their chemical weapons that they actually had count or not. Not the point. Iran has 60% enriched uranium, according to the United Nations, according to the
Okay,
IAEA.
glad I read
they
that
directly
one.
want to kill Americans. They directly want to kill all of Israel. Also, unlike
Reading
Iraq,
things
how many
from the
American
beginning.
soldiers are currently on the ground in Iran?
Like
How many
I'm
American
trying to
soldiers are
follow.
currently deployed, fighting day in, day out? How many tens of thousands of American lives have been lost
That's
during this entire war with Iran?
quite right.
Zero! Zero! Israel is doing America's dirty work. Not a single American soldier is in the field. Israel did the dirty work. They took out the nuclear facilities that literally have been used to threaten everyone. You have to be a complete retard to think this is the same as Iraq.
It is identical to Iraq. We are at the
It's not. It's literally not at all similar remotely. What are you even talking about? You've got to be fucking insane.
precipice of a fake reason, fake justification.
Fake reason? Bro, they factually have 60% enriched
Definitely not
uranium according to
doing-
the United Nations and the IAEA and America
No EHD.
and every single fucking country in the Western world. Okay? So first of all, no fake reasons. Second, and I think this is more important in some ways, in some regards, they started it. They started it. They got Hamas to attack Israel on October 7th. They started the fucking war, and they tried to assassinate the president of the United States.
Actually-
What are you talking about? According to the Department of Justice. You've got to be shitting me if you think this is the same as Iraq.
UMDs, a fake pretext to go and wage war in an even larger country with an even more powerful military.
Such a powerful military. Hassan clearly cares about the American soldiers right now. Yep, look how much he cares about the American soldiers. He cares so much about the American soldiers that are gonna die in this powerful military of Iran. You know, the country that used every fucking shit that they had, and it is a tragedy, and I'm not downplaying it. They murdered 14 Israelis.
even
Which again,
know.
it's a tragedy.
I
Every
even
single
have
loss
access
of
to
life
this
is a
yet.
tragedy. But bro, what are you fucking talking about?
In mountainous territory that is basically designed geographically to be like a natural castle that will be
Natural castle, impossible to penetrate. If America fights, they might even lose.
Are you retarded? No, seriously, are you retarded? What are you talking about? And then chat's like, this is scary. Of course it's scary. Of course it's scary, bro. It's terrifying.
Come here.
Oh my God, so terrifying, guys. Wow, America's so cooked. Iran is really gonna kick America's ass. Are you retarded, bro? What are you even talking about, bro? America doesn't need to deploy a single soldier on the ground, okay? Not one. And in my opinion, they're not even gonna do that.
incredibly
that?
costly in terms of human life and human
Because I've been wondering
casualties.
about
Oh, really? Really? That's your prediction?
Entire time.
Fucking warmonger
I
retard?
don't know.
And remember, this is the guy that wanted Iran to have nuclear weapons.
In Iran for
He's such a fucking degenerate, propagandist, bitch-ass motherfucker. He doesn't even believe the shit he says. He just says generic buzzwords to try to manipulate as many people as he can into thinking America bad.
first and foremost, and then also for American troops
Is that a
as
revenge
well.
Oh, it's so
meter
bad
by
for American
chance?
troops.
Rock War 2.
Look at all the American troops that died in this fight. Zero! Thank God.
I don't know.
Coming from the guys
I
claimed
That was
that
dumb of
they
me
were
to say, but I
anti-neocon
remember
coming
the
from
ending.
the administration that success
Dude, they said don't get nukes. They tried to get nukes. What do you think they were gonna do?
successfully ran and won, positioning themselves as antagonistic to the Iraq War. But this time it's different.
It literally is different.
That's where we're at. Now, I don't know. I don't know if they will continue along with this ambition or if they're just simply doing like the Trump madman doctrine, which has happened in the past
What?
as well with like Qasem Soleimani's assassination, for example.
Yeah,
Trump
get the
That was
fuck outta
awesome. What do you mean?
does something absolutely insane that under normal conditions would be considered a severe violation.
Is there a single terrorist that this man didn't blaze? Is there a single terrorist that this fucker didn't blaze? I don't even know what to say.
Of
Oh,
another country's sovereignty, but then there is not much response
Oh,
from
no.
said country this time
Wait, why
around
is this
again,
happening?
and then they get back to the bargaining
this is
table
bad,
or whatever.
okay.
And
Yeah.
the only
Yeah, because the whole point was that they don't get nukes, right?
reason why this has worked so far is because of the unimaginable power that America has in the region, unimaginable power it has in terms of like doing damage to the civilian population. And
What are we doing with this guy, man? He's just fucking saying the entire video is just platitudes about America bad, America bad, bad for America, America bad.
and the lack of appetite from
exactly
countries
right.
like Iran to kill their whole population. Like,
Oh, the lack of appetite from Iran to kill their own people, right? Even though every single time someone dies in Iran, they literally chant, "Blessed is the martyr." Okay, bro, what are you fucking talking about, dude? Bro, the leader of Iran, Khomeini, is sitting in a bunker waiting for his 72 virgins that'll all look like broken. Because they're going to be seeing him very soon. No, you're retarded. Okay, there is no other way to say it. There is no other way to say it, bro. I'm sorry. He's actually insane. This is the nation that employed hundreds of thousands of child soldiers, where they used thousands of them to set minefields with their own bodies. You really think they care that much about their own civilians? They're oppressing 80% of their civilians. 80% of the people are anti the regime.
Throw their population in the field of fire under American munitions. Iran's restraint is the only thing that has stopped World War III from unfolding.
Yep, Iran is the only one that stopped World War III from unfolding. World War III would be here, not for Iran. Iran is known as the peace. Yes, that is why they started up, Hamas. Yes, I think they killed everyone in Gaza, or 50,000 people in Gaza, thousands of Israelis, or Hezbollah, contributed to the deaths of 500,000 people murdered in Syria. Or what about the Houthis kidnapping random motherfuckers on boats, Filipino sailors? All right? What are you talking
What
about?
I would call
I
a
don't know who
good
is
time,
paying you,
fellas.
bro. But you are 610%.
And it's not because of the brilliant calculations of Donald Trump. It's almost identical to like the way that Kissinger operated, bullying all of these other smaller countries and just like brutalizing them over and over and pummeling them.
Where has America been going around brutalizing and pummeling smaller nations? Could you give me an example of that, please, under Donald Trump? I don't remember it happening.
A ton of war crimes in Asia, knowing full well that there was no retaliation that America would ever meet. The only major difference between what's unfolding right now and 2003, however, is that there is no 9/11 component.
9/11. You see, 9/11, according to Hassan, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. It was an excuse to go to war. It was bullshit.
We're living in the post-anti-Iraq war meta, where Americans recognize the war on terror as being overwhelmingly a failure, right? And on top of that, I would say that we have tremendous economic instability, which I think plays a role in Americans not feeling as patriotic. I think Western world in general, not
Anti-patriotic person, I think. There's literally clips of you saying that China invades
Camera
America, you
is
defect
fucked up.
to the Chinese over there. You are anti-America. in every
Aside
possible
from
way. You are
the lack of
indoctrinating your
rehearsal,
entire audience
cameras.
into literally being fucking terrorists. You're indoctrinating the most anti-American motherfuckers of all time. You are the anti-patriotic motherfuckers. And also, being that now apparently Hassan cares about patriotism. Ever since Donald Trump, it's been the most
Frankly
fucking
speaking, I
patriotic
am fucked.
uplifting of people in America in years, by the way. Enrollments into the military and police forces are way up.
Okay.
thing is patriotic about their country is like not feeling as though they are willing to go and serve in the military to like defend the nations or whatever. It's like
So brave, so brave.
like most people, yes, like Gen Z, they're like, oh, you serve in the military, you serve in the British military, and they're like, I'm not gonna die for someone else's wars. Like, why would I do that? I can't even pay rent. And on top of that,
Okay, you pay fucking rent. Guy says, as he raises immigration and 20 million illegal people coming into the country and stealing other people's houses to inflate the housing market. Dude, everything he says is bullshit.
tremendous
dumb.
enmity towards Israel. There's tremendous anger and resentment towards Israel in the public's eye.
That's true.
Politicians are united on defending Israel, but the American population even is not so united. It's one of the most common metas right now is like, I'm not dying for Israel. I'm not dying for Israel. That's like the rallying call of an entire generation.
Yeah, but this is not a war for Israel. This is a war for America, and it's not even
It really
a war
is.
with people on the ground.
About
I love how he tries
Iran.
hitting every single fucking random bullshit generic talking point, like complete douche moment.
So when you look at the situation with deep economic volatility, deep uncertainties about people's futures, anger and resentment, and try to slap on a additional war that is even more costly than the previous wars
What is he talking? Is he just What is he even saying?
that America is engaged in that are deeply unpopular. I don't know if Americans will be on board with this. I feel like this
Something's
could
not right.
potentially destabilize the entire
Something's
Western
not
world
right.
if implemented.
Nothing happened, right? We're on the same page. Nothing happened. He's talking about the downfall of the West. Nothing happened.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe America will find a way to nip this in the bud and
yeah.
have this like full-throated pro-war
Next up.
propaganda that they've been pummeling.
Now here's the next segment of the video. Him making it look like America is trying to convince the people to go to literally fight in a war, which is not happening. It's not happening. First of all, this is not going to be a boots on the ground war. That is literally what I said on day one, and I stand by it. And second of all, you're retarded.
That they've been pumping out on every outlet right now.
What are you
They've
saying?
been doing that.
What are you
They've been doing
talking
that
about?
nonstop. If you notice, like CNN and New York Times
Yeah.
is damn near
Yeah,
identical.
let's read it. All right, CNN, New York Times. Let's see what he's saying. Trump is facing heat from all sides, but his fateful Iran decision is one he can make. How is that pushing people to war? Trump calls for Iran's unconditional surrender and threatens its supreme leader. How is that pushing people literally onto the boots on the ground war?
Identical with the way that you hear commentary from Fox News on this stuff.
All right, Fox News. Only the U.S. military can take out Iran's most dangerous nuclear site. That I can see why it's implying war. However, it's one bunker buster bomb, okay? That's not boots on the ground war. That's one. And two, and I think this is also important. I think this is also worth noting. This is just a fact. The fact is, Israel does not have the bunker buster bombs required to take out Iran's most dangerous nuclear site. This is just a factual statement.
There are very few outspoken anti-war people out there. You got some crazies on the right.
There are a few outspoken people, like, I don't know, Candace Owens. True, Candace Owens. Fantastic example. Yeah, you're so right. What has she been saying about war? She's made a pretty interesting take about war. I want to actually go find that so I can pull up for you her actual take about war.
Teen writes, serious question, will there be jobs or community military members can join when I get a dishonorable discharge for not contributing to delete people or my body for the interests of a certain foreign nation benefit? I love this question. I do believe that if war in Iran is on the agenda, and that appears so, get dishonorably discharged. Who cares?
Who cares? Disobey direct orders. Commit mutiny. Just a little bit of treason. Just disobey orders. Who cares? Yeah, dishonorable discharge will fuck up your life, but who cares? Yeah, well, that's Hassan's teammate. That's Hassan's teammate.
Some of the most like crazy MAGA people are coming out against it, but then also you got like the AOCs and the Thomas Massey and the Republican Party and the Bernie Sanderses of the Democrats that are coming out against it. But overall, Democrats and Republicans, especially at the highest levels of the party,
everyone agrees Iran should not have nuclear weapons.
Are fully on board with escalating this conflict and moving in to Iran. But yeah, let's get back to it. President Trump urges evacuation of Tehran as the Iran-Israel conflict deepens.
Yeah, so that was basically the gist of what I actually wanted to show you, because this is brutal. It's absolutely fucking brutal. We'll cook a little more because he goes on this really funny JD Vance rant a little bit later in the video. I really wanted to show it to you. One of possibly the funniest ever JD Vance rants I've ever heard in my entire life. Check this shit out.
I know.
He's asked about Trump's comments that he wants a real end to the Iran-Israel conflict. We can take Trump's word for his word, Bruce says, but I'm not going to speculate in the larger sense on what that would mean. That is up to the president. He is the singular guiding hand about what will be occurring from this point forward. I'm telling you, I think this
he's telling us.
Has been the plan for a lot longer. Either it's the Trump madman theory, which is how much appetite Iran has for retaliation and how much punishment Iran will dish out.
You've got to be retarded if you think that this is really
the
thing that everyone is so considering.
To American assets in the region, to Israel in general, and
well, they just bombed a hospital, like a completely civilian hospital, so obviously not good.
That calculation is what causes America to either go in full-blown or to, I guess, simply use this as a threat against Iran and the Iranian population to, I don't know, ultimately get them to a further weakened position where they can be easily thwarted.
So you got to realize what Hassan just said, okay? I'm going to translate this for you because you might lose your absolute fucking mind, all right? You might lose your absolute fucking mind. You see, Hassan wants Iran to bomb Israel, and he's been looking at the fucking missiles and being like, holy, look at those missiles. Wow, go missiles, go. Right? He's been looking and glazing the missiles shot at Israel.
What do you mean enable pie?
That's Hassan. We love that. It's great. However, interestingly enough, and I just personally find this interesting, he says that Iran escalating will cause war to kill civilians in Iran. So, on the one hand, he wants Iran to fight back to kill Israelis. On the other hand, he does not want Iran to fight back because he thinks that that'll actually cause a war happening. I don't know what to say. This is the worst political analysis I think I've ever seen in my entire life. But anyway, that's just a day in the life of Hamas, Diddy Bin Laden, Adolf Epstein Piker. This is him cheering on missiles and also being a retard. I'll give you a 2-for-1 special here. This is the greatest clip ever. So lock in. If you're not,
one of these two menus right here does not make sense.
This is brand new, hot off the press.
What the frick is this, bro?
Bro, what is that?
Bro, it's coming right at him. Hello? Is it coming right at him? I can't tell. What is that, bro? Oh, I thought that was the missile.
He was looking at the sun. He was looking at the sun.
Guide.
Bro.
Literally the help
Oh
archives.
my god, you absolute retard, man. He was looking at the sun. And he was like, yo.
This is
Yo,
to have
it's
multiple.
over. Yo.
Sun.
I don't know.
I do think that no matter what happens, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that no matter what happens, like the goal here is a decapitation strike and violent regime change. That's what I think. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I do think that the goal is to ultimately destabilize Iran.
Remember, he has yet to condemn the current Iranian regime, the one that makes all the terrorist organizations, that started all the wars, that contributed to all the chaos in the Middle East. You know, the regime that murders women if their hair is uncovered. I mean, he's the progressive guy, right? He's a progressive. He's the lefty.
Sure,
He's just
is there
super
like a
woke,
cheats
but,
file
they
I need to
execute gay
make?
people in this regime. I don't know if that's cool with you, but they do that. You're retarded.
And then inevitably down the line, develop new leadership, create new leadership that is servile to American interests in the region.
Oh, you think it's because the age of marriage in Iran under the current regime is 13? Right. I mean, we do know that Hassan goes to Diddy parties and that Hassan has also gone to a brothel in Germany that sex trafficked children. Maybe it is the 13-year-old wives that actually turns him on about the regime. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. I don't know. You're fucking with me? Am I? What is the age of marriage in Iran? Oh, my bad. Oopsie. The legal age for marriage in Iran is 9 to 13 for girls.
All right.
My
What are
bad.
we doing here,
My
fellas?
bad. I thought it was 13. No, it's 9, bro. Total Nux blunder.
Yeah.
Channel 12 reports Israeli estimates suggested the United States may join the war against Iran tonight. They just keep pumping this out. Channel 14 said it yesterday. Now Channel 12 is saying it today. Any day now, any moment now. Trump is considering joining Israel on strikes of Iranian nuclear sites, including...
Dude, look at what he even reads for
What is it?
news, all right? From Sarah Cook is telling you what
Yeah,
Trump is considering. A tweet with 16 likes on it. Like, this is his fucking news source, bro.
Fort Al sources confirmed to Jim Laporta and Jennifer J. Jacobs. CBS News reports this was expected to be discussed in today's Situation Room meeting. There was not a full agreement among Trump's closest advisors. This is from 9 minutes ago. They're moving one step closer. One step closer. Two things. There's only two outcomes here. One, this is the pre-planned, preordained final strike against Iran with the hopes of destabilizing the country. Or Trump is doing this thing where he's like, oh, I'm going to be violent. Just you wait. Now you have to, I guess, listen to what I have to say. You have to come back if you're like the Brett McGurk strategy of they diminish Iran's capabilities without taking severe penalties because they know Iran is far too restrained, and then they bring Iran back to the table to
how am I supposed
on
to?
a bunch of stuff that Iran previously would not concede to, like a maximalist position.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Bro, America doesn't want Iran to have nukes. Either they don't have nukes consensually, or they don't have nukes non-consensually. Why is he fighting so hard for Iran to have nukes? He's like saying with tears in his eyes, but what if the poor Iranian terrorists don't have nuclear weapons?
If something happens to America as a result of this, Trump will actually go down as the worst of all time. I mean, this is Trump's George W. Bush moment. Policymakers are free to ignore intelligence assessments, but I hope there was serious conversation between Trump and his national security team regarding any claims made by Israel to include a U.S. intelligence community assessment on those claims before any decisions were made.
Bro, he's reading tweets with 4 likes on them. How are you like this, bro? This last tweet had 4 likes. 4. Count them. Count the likes. All 4 likes. 4 likes. There are less likes on this tweet than swing states that voted for Donald Trump. All right? You've got to confirm your news sources a little bit more.
I raised earlier the point of having the intelligence community's take on Israeli claims was crucial. This means that, in effect, that Trump has chosen to believe the Israeli conclusions over those of his own intelligence community.
See, but again, this tweet has, 36 likes, so obviously it must be true. However, more importantly to note, the American Secret Service agrees. Literally, the American National Security Council agrees. The United Nations agrees. The EAIA agrees. Everyone agrees. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone. Literally everyone. I hope they're not trusting Israeli intelligence. That's Hassan.
So I have to
shared intelligence they claim showed that Iran was working towards a bomb. U.S. intelligence agencies didn't see it that way.
Oh, God. This is 36 likes. It must be true.
Oh, that's the other side of the story, by the way. What you're
here's the other side of the story. Get ready.
hearing on mainstream news is entirely different than what is actually unfolding behind the
All
scenes.
right, so mainstream news, they're all lying to you. Hassan is going to give you the truth.
The American intelligence community's assessment is that Iran is not 3 seconds to midnight on a nuclear weapon. Even Tulsi Gabbard, she confirmed it. And of course, Vance's statement.
Really? Tulsi Gabbard confirmed that they are nowhere near nukes, according to Hassan. This is the secret. This is the secret, by the way, right? The big secret. The big secret. I'm trying to find this. Fuck, I literally had this before and I accidentally deleted it. Dude, I can't find it. Because if you actually listen to the... If you actually listen to the full Tulsi Gabbard quote, she said, we don't have evidence that they are working on a nuke, but they definitely enriched uranium to 60%, which is high, a lot more than actually necessary. I can't find the actual quote right now, but that's actually what Tulsi Gabbard said.
It was a wishy-washy way of trying to fix it. Look, I'm seeing this from the inside, and I'm admittedly biased towards our president and my friend. God, I hate him. He's such a pussy. I hate JD.
Dude, I love how much Hassan crashes over JD Vance. Because if Hassan's friends in Iran actually successfully assassinate Donald Trump, Vance is going to be the next president. Vance might be the next president anyway, but dude, you have to see him reading this Vance tweet. Like, Vance just makes complete sense in this tweet, and Hassan tries his best to take him out of context in the worst possible ways.
JD Vance so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think the thing that really pisses me off is this incredibly...
Get ready. New word about to drop.
...millennial way of posting when you're the goddamn vice president. My friend... But there's a lot of crazy stuff on social media, so I wanted to address it directly on the Iran issue.
Maybe
First,
now.
has been amazingly consistent over the 10 years that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Over the last few months, he encouraged his foreign policy team to reach a deal with the Iranians to accomplish his goal. The president has made clear that Iran cannot have uranium enrichment, and repeatedly that this will happen one of two ways: the easy way or the other way. Second, I've seen a lot of confusion over the issue of civilian nuclear power and uranium enrichment. These are distinct issues. Iran could have civilian nuclear power without enrichment, but Iran rejected that. Meanwhile, they've enriched uranium far above the level necessary for any civilian purpose. They've been found in violation of their non-proliferation obligations by the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is hardly a right-wing organization.
That's true.
It's one thing to want a civilian nuclear energy. It's another thing to demand sophisticated enrichment capacity. Interesting, because they're hitting the...
Are we on the same page so far? Everything you said so far was completely accurate. Anyway.
Civilian nuclear sites. So that's
we're enriching uranium in all of these sites. Okay, dude, how does this have any evidence? How does this mean anything? You have to realize Hassan is against anyone bombing any nuclear sites. Literally, Hassan is against all of that. Hassan wants Iran to have nukes. He is literally using this as some kind of fake gotcha that doesn't work at all.
Otherwise, I'm about to start digging for some cheat codes that I need to throw in somewhere.
Be allowed to have nukes, and then you're simultaneously saying
probably in the README.
You know, these are distinct.
They enriched uranium to 60%. You fuck.
Issues, but for Israel, it seems one and the same. And it's still another claim to enrichment while simultaneously violating basic non-proliferation obligations. Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, why?
You know who also is...
Yeah, why? Yeah, why did they violate the agreement? Huh? Good question, Hassan. Fantastic question. It's because they're terrorists that wanted nuclear weapons.
In violation of non-proliferation...
The Hassan moment. But Israel is also bad.
Obligations because they never signed on to it. Israel, man.
Oh, Israel bad.
Israel.
Yeah, he said it 3 times.
Has never signed a non-proliferation treaty, refuses to sign it.
By the way, I think Israel should sign it. I think it's an Israel L that they didn't do that, by the way. However, not the point. This is just classic Hassan obfuscating every situation on the planet. Yeah, Iran violated certain things while Israel violated certain things. You know, the major difference is that Iran directly wants to use those nukes to wipe out America. I feel like that's a pretty fucking major difference.
Everybody knows they have nukes. You're in the American government. You know they definitely have nukes. You know exactly how many nukes they have.
Probably.
Unlike Iran, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
He's gonna cook.
Israel does have the capacity to deliver payload to America.
Israel is secretly planning to nuke America, according to Hassan Piker. Yup, it's the giant Israeli strategy. Nuke your best ally in the world. That's it. That's Hassan. Classic fucking Hassan head take.
Okay, but I'm having an issue where I'm crashing.
France. They don't have the payload to deliver it to America yet. They can only nuke France. What are you scared of, bro? They can only nuke France.
Iran's maximum missile distance
for now, it's growing every single year, by the way.
Is like barely getting to Eastern Europe.
329, despite the real point.
You know, you can't even you can't write it better than this guy.
Israel, on the other hand, well, that's a different story. Khalil, no! Pure projection, pure projection. Everything Israel says about their enemies is projection.
Okay, so when Israel says that Iran wants to wipe out the Western world, are you saying that's projection and Israel's secretly trying to wipe out the Western world? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are we even doing here?
Okay.
Also, you are implying that the only way to actually shoot a nuke is through a missile launcher, and not in any other way at all. Holy shit.
When they say Iran...
As if the Muslim supremacists in Iran are not trying to literally destroy the Western world and every infidel. Come on.
Iran could nuke France. Read that as a threat. That
What? When Israel says that Iran can nuke France, which is a complete truth, it's a threat. It's actually Israel threatening to nuke France. What the fuck are you talking about?
Israel could nuke France.
Ah, yes, that must be what it is. Yes. Oh, you're criticizing Iran. Israel could do this.
Okay. A dangerously unstable government that is a nuclear power.
Right.
See,
so unstable. They've been, as you know, there have been multiple terrorist attacks, done by Israel all over the Western world. Oh no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
A single good argument for why Iran needed to enrich uranium well above the threshold for civilian use. I've yet to see a single good argument for why Iran was justified in violating his non-proliferation obligations.
True!
I don't know, maybe because the previous Trump administration ripped apart their denuclearization agreement.
So according to Hassan, the reason why Iran violated the agreement is because Trump tore apart their last agreement?
Previous Trump administration did that. Trump did that. He did that.
They literally, then why didn't they make a deal with Trump? Trump gave them 60 days. Why didn't they make a deal?
And also, amidst a denuclearization agreement that was brought to the table, Trump came out and said, haha, we were just doing a fake negotiation so Israel could shoot you guys.
What do you mean in the middle? He gave them 60 days, and they didn't do anything in 60 days, and Israel wiped out the nuclear facilities. What are you talking about? Like, how do you get to this level of retarded? He is the worst political analyst I've ever seen. He is literally sucking his own penis trying to come up with ways to glaze a terrorist organization.
That just happened. That happened like yesterday. Sure.
He gave them 2 months. He said 2 months or else. They violated it. This is else. In case you're curious, breaking news, Iran just fired another volley of missiles into Israel, and unfortunately there were casualties, people were injured. I think, thank God, no one was killed. They blew up a mosque in Haifa. They blew up a mosque. They injured a couple of Muslims in Haifa. Dude, it's fucking crazy. I don't know, man. What do you want me to tell you, bro?
Maybe you forget what took place in, I don't know, when you were a pussy-ass libtard who said Donald Trump is actually Hitler. Maybe you weren't paying close attention to what Donald Trump was doing. Ripping apart the Obama era.
Oh, Obama was so good about this.
Denuclearization agreement. But don't act like you weren't in the room 3 days ago. That didn't happen that long ago. A week ago, there was a denuclearization negotiation taking place.
They literally violated it. There was not a negotiation. He gave them 60 days. They did not negotiate in 60 days. Meet Plan B. I don't understand why this is so complicated.
There were maximalist positions.
Everything just to glaze the terrorists.
That America was abiding by, but at the art of the deal, you're supposed to make concessions, right?
Stupid.
Yes, you make concessions. But the one thing that was not negotiable was Iran having nukes. That is not negotiable. What are we doing here?
Meanwhile, the president has shown remarkable restraint in keeping our military focused on protecting our troops and protecting our citizens.
Based. Why is he's so mad? I hate when America protects American citizens. Bro, why are you like this? Why are you literally such a terrorist simp?
He may decide he needs to take further action to end Iranian enrichment.
Based.
That decision ultimately belongs to the president. He's so weepy.
You're reading it in a weepy voice, and you're calling him weepy. Everything he said was correct.
So weepy in the way he talks. I hate him.
All right, he hates him. He hates him. He's an arch nemesis. JD Vance. JD. Kill Hassan. No, I'm joking. No, really, I love how much this guy gets under his skin. It's awesome. I like JD Vance more every single time I see Hassan literally squirming. And now Hassan is going to call him a homo-fascist.
It's just like homo-fascism.
That's it, baby. New word just dropped. JD Vance is the first ever straight homo-fascist.
Was going to come from the Democrats as opposed to the homophobic fascism from the Republicans. But JD Vance is carrying the torch of homo-fascism.
He's the homo-fascist. I mean, he has a wife and kids, but whatever.
On the Republican right, single-handedly.
What are we doing?
Weepy, condescending, like,
what I need to do.
You guys are really You guys are really doing it again, huh? I hate it, but I believe the president.
Has he ever said that? I don't think so. Yeah, no, that's definitely not what I expected to see in Sound's political coverage. Making fun of people for being gay, or not being gay, but being gay-ish. I don't even know what to say. It's the worst insult of all time. Coming from Hassan, the homo-fascist, who wears fucking pearl necklaces. Another homo-fascist.
Has earned some trust on this issue. Have you said thank you once? And having seen this up close and personal, I can assure you that he is only interested in using American military to accomplish American people's goals.
Literally everything he said was right. Literally everything he said was correct. You go on your entire massive, colossal rant, yelling and screaming, ranting and raving. Everything he said was literally correct. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed. This is Hassan Piker, 610% fuck. I just showed you the parts of this video that you needed to see. You spent an entire fucking video literally yelling, blazing, crying, and weeping about how he wants terrorists to have nuclear weapons and how evil Trump is for wanting to protect American citizens. He might be the worst guy. He might be the worst guy. Now, there are a lot of bad guys. Hassan might be the worst. Might be the worst guy. Do not support a regime that literally sends their own children to sweep mines with their own bodies. If you do that, I might think you're a fucking asshole. Subscribe, by the way, okay? I'm the only one that goes this deep on the political issues and how bad and evil Hassan actually is. Just want to make that clear. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.
Oh, my mic.
Well, you mess with the mouse and you get the horns. Mickey, Shrek, Elsa, Frankenstein's monster, Iron Man, the Minions, these universally recognized characters have joined forces to take on a digital pirate more dangerous than Jack Sparrow, Midjourney AI. This is the entertainment industry's version of the Avengers assembling, but it's Disney versus AI, so maybe everyone is bad? Sort of a oops, all Ultron situation? That's right, in a high-stakes lawsuit with massive implications for the future of generative AI, Disney Enterprises and Universal Studios and their affiliates have sued Midjourney for direct and secondary copyright infringement. The complaint accuses the AI image generation company of systematically exploiting some of the most famous intellectual properties in the world, including characters from Star Wars, Frozen, The Simpsons, and Marvel, without permission or compensation. Universal and Disney say Midjourney is nothing more than, quote, a virtual vending machine that spits out copies of copyrighted works on demand. And every time someone asks Midjourney to make a Yoda with a lightsaber or Elsa in front of an ice castle, the company cashes in. And anyone who's ever used a generative AI image generator is like, yeah, that's what makes it fun. But Disney and Universal's suit is a test case for the boundaries of fair use, the definition of derivative works, and whether AI companies can legally profit from training on and replicating protected content without consent. But what happens when your AI tool starts churning out images of Darth Vader, Elsa, and Iron Man, but you didn't pay a dime for the rights? Well, Disney and Universal sued Midjourney in the United States District Court for the Central District of California, that is the federal court that's located largely in Los Angeles, alleging both direct and secondary copyright infringement under the Copyright Act of 1976. The complaint accuses Midjourney of blatant piracy, quote, by helping itself to plaintiffs' copyrighted works and then distributing images and soon videos that blatantly incorporate and copy Disney's and Universal's famous characters without investing a penny in their creation. Midjourney is the quintessential copyright-free rider and bottomless pit of plagiarism. Gee, tell us how you really feel, guys. But Disney and Universal say that Midjourney's business model relies on reproducing their copyrighted works. Quote, Midjourney had to copy plaintiffs' copyrighted works in order for it to be able to subsequently disseminate reproductions and derivatives of plaintiffs' copyrighted works as outputs. Plaintiffs are referring to their rights under the Copyright Act of 1976, codified at 17 U.S.C. Section 101, and continuing from there, which gives creators exclusive rights to their original works of authorship, such as books, music, movies, art, software, and more. As we've covered many times on this channel, the copyright gives creators the exclusive rights to reproduce their work, prepare derivative works, distribute copies, perform the work publicly, or display the work publicly. And unauthorized use of any of these exclusive rights is copyright infringement. However, the fair use exception
understand. Not what I expected. Stand by. I cannot see chat, by the way. Want that. Files. I need to drop this. What if I launched it? That's back. I have. Give me that bullshit. Um. Files. Literally, like the game, the mod wasn't.
Guys, I think we know what we're gonna do, right? I mean, I think everybody knows where this is going. Am I wrong? Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what the hell is this? What happened? Okay, all right, we're gonna go with this guy. Let's see. So I need default white guy. Where is default white guy? Okay, this is default white guy. All right, this is older default white guy. And let's go ahead and confirm this. We're going to start with this here. This is perfect. Okay, body type preset. Okay, so we're going to make him skinny, obviously. And then face shape. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time on this. We're just going to kind of do a couple of baseline things, and then we're just going to move on. Okay, all right, we're going to give him, like, big jawline. All right, good. Protrusion. There it is. Okay, good. Perfect. And then focus on the hair. Yeah, let's focus on the hair right now. Okay, body and decorations. Hairstyle. Okay, hair 6. Got it. All right. So we don't want him bald. This character creator is pretty good. They've got a lot of styles on this too. Holy fuck. Okay.
Here.
Wait, why is there like a bunch of these? I don't even know why. I guess it's probably not finished. Okay, so you've got this. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I could be a samurai. Or I could just be a retard. Look at me. Yeah, okay, good hair. Yeah, definitely. A friar. All right, good. And then, okay, this is some other bullshit haircut. I don't like that. That's stupid. That's stupid, stupid, dumb. That one looks kind of okay. And do we have a receding hairline filter? I feel like Korean games don't want that. They're like, nobody actually wants to look like that. Let's see. Oh, actually, we do. Okay, we might have to go with that. Let's go ahead and find out. Well, that's kind of that's what my hair would be like if I didn't have a receding hairline. Yeah, I kind of have my hair like that. It just doesn't. I don't have enough of it, right? Yeah. It's too bad. It's really, oh, good. Wow. With a little bow tie, for sure. Oh my God. Oh my. What the fuck? Bro, some of these are good. Holy shit. Okay, I feel like
a loss.
I feel like we do it. This is so ridiculous. I think we actually do it. We're gonna do it. And let me go ahead and change the, I'm gonna give him browner hair though. Okay, where's brown? Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Bro, what? Bro, what? Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. And then how about body hair? Facial hair. Look at all the beards. Okay. Oh, that looks.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? At least with the other emulator, it will load, but it's not gonna work. I mean, this will. Oh, you know what? I bet.
It's kind of good. Then I made it. This is a beta. The year is 800.
At last, we'll soon be rid of this mess.
A relic that reverts time.
Oh.
To think we've come this far chasing mere myth.
Tails, fucking hell. As if there was another choice. No allies, kin. We've not left to lose.
Soldiers, we move to secure the relic. Ready yourselves. Balder, join me at the front.
Balder. That's right, Baldy. Look at me. DEI? Yeah, of course. It's a woman.
Get up! Tis an ambush!
Oh, shit.
Grab your arms. We must find Etheldrada.
Etheldrada? Who the fuck is that? Oh die. Oh, shit. Wait, oh, I'm in the game.
Okay.
I'm in the game.
You must hold the line.
Okay. Okay, so we're killing all these guys, all right?
Yes, there's no end.
Okay.
You go first, Captain.
So there's stamina there. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out. Basic attack, all right. What about heavy attack? Can I do that? Oh shit, I used a spell. Wait, oh, I can use my axe. Nice, okay. I've got a battle axe. Okay, okay, let's go over here. Give me just 1 second, okay? Just do this. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm running. I'm roaching out. Hey, yo, fuck them. It's too loud. Turning it down. How are we doing now? Better? T for mount? Wait, what? Wait, I already got a mount? Oh, shit. And the mount can jump. What the fuck? Oh, that's bad, right? Is that me?
That is it.
To think a little sort like you made it this far.
Who's this guy talking shit? Let's go after the dragon.
Graphics?
Yeah, we gotta go after the dragon. Let's go. Yeah, his name's Balder. That's right. Can I attack on mounted?
Tenacious, so give him that.
Weapon skill. Okay, I can.
After all.
I'm gonna go through these.
I'll hold off the void here.
Do not
Oh shit. Enter the central ruins. Okay, let me go in through here. Why are these guys locked in time? Oh.
The relic is straight ahead.
Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Lever. I'm activating. I'm activating. Nice. Now what? Ooh. So I've got a shield on now.
That's all the version.
Defeat the Void Stalkers. Okay, that was easy.
Maybe that will change something.
This must be the relic.
Not perfect. Oh, who is it?
Okay.
I think it's the Lich King.
L. That kind of.
Yep. Let's back on.
Tell me, I gotta do all of that over again?
Damn.
Maybe I could.
Okay, oh, I have to fight this guy now. Okay. I think I can dodge through that, right? I'm not sure how all this works. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Oh, shit. I'm gonna unlock so it's easier for you guys to see. Let me use the other weapons. Okay, dodge through that. Dodge through that too. Okay. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Now he's stunned. And then if I swap this on. Oh, so I'm supposed to swap weapons so I could do different attacks. Oh, that's a big dick attack right there. You guys see that? Oh yeah, yeah. No, now we're big dicking him.
Hey, it's working. Okay. Look at that.
There it is.
For the update to nightly.
Nice.
Kneel, loser. Don't leave me hanging. Take that.
Okay, yeah. Things are working much more as intended, it seems.
Don't leave.
Nothing about it.
Get this bitch out of here.
Damn.
Don't tell me it's a tutorial fight that has 2 phases.
About it.
Oh.
The void.
Now we gotta
They
work.
have claimed countless
Like what?
worlds.
2 hours?
Even so, we still have a chance.
Here.
The Chronotector is capable
gonna have my
of
reaction.
turning back time. I shall return you to the past.
Oh shit.
Find me there. Bring word that the future has changed.
Damn.
Not a thought. Not though.
Okay.
Oh. Dang, okay.
Damn. What's the frames? We'll see what happens.
Make that bigger.
Chronotector, press to change your chronotector ability. Okay, so it's a brackets. All right. Oh.
It's me again. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's me. That's me.
Oh fuck.
Maybe now the skateboard.
Oh, there's double jump. Is there? Yeah, there is. Okay, good. Every game needs double jump. Because it feels good.
Try it out in the
F leg day? Look, I'm hitting things with my arms, not with my legs.
Actually,
1 year ago, Sotera Invasion Point, Void Eye. Is that bad? I think that's bad.
Here.
Oh, this really is New World. Equip potions to quick slot. Okay. How do I do that? Inventory. Okay, so it's right there. Okay, so I press 1. I heal. Nice. Am I supposed to do this? Can I go into water? What happens if I go into water? Oh, I can swim. Oh, shit.
That game looks
Do it? Yeah, I didn't even know that.
like the landscape I'm looking at here. I don't know what kind of game
already
this
better
is.
than New World.
Like an MMO, yeah. Really cool.
Okay, let's go up through. Who's this? Shut up, bro. I'm trying. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, let's go this way. Let me use my different weapon. Or wait. Where's my battle axe? Well, I guess they don't give it to me. Oh, I don't have any abilities anymore. I got D-leveled. Oh, fuck. That guy hit me. Damn. Okay, so what if I use an ability? What if I use a heal?
Take that.
Okay, heals heal you.
Take.
Is there climbing in this game? Kind of. Kind of, but it's scuffed as fuck. Okay. Okay, it says Baldy waits me. Baldy awaits for me. Balder. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I can see this,
all right, pass through the cave.
Take that.
Luminous
Come
mode?
on. Ooh, weapon mastery. Okay, so twin axes and then battle axe. Okay,
Sure.
wait a minute. Do they give me... It looks like I don't have the battle axe at all. The chain... I think we're going to start working with the chain blades. Let's start working with the chain blades right now. Yeah, those are badass. It's like God of
Yeah,
War.
okay. That's the way it should.
Okay, let's go this way. Bro, miss leg day? I didn't miss it, I avoided it. Okay, now I got level 2 on this. Okay, so sweeping slash deals damage and does the enemy. Gains bloodthirst for every basic attack landed. Damn, that's actually really good. What the fuck? That's a passive. Crit damage by 20%. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's get this now, then we're gonna get bloodthirst after that. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Okay, good.
Doesn't have the little
Let's go.
health bar down there anymore. It will.
I gotta talk to this loser over here. Hello? Shut up, bitch!
Take that.
Head to the
Okay.
Eye of Insight nearby.
Ooh, what's this?
Fancy getting lost.
Damn.
Take that.
Activate. Activate it to witness the vast expanse of the world.
Take that. Gotcha.
Damn. So that's where I'm at right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. Y'all said I missed a chest. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find it. Where does the chest be?
Take that.
Here it is. That's not it. Where is it? Where y'all say it was?
Take
Where'd y'all
that.
say it was? Near Kaya?
Take that.
Okay.
Take that.
She was over here, right? Okay. Maybe it's up here.
All right.
It's gone now? Can't win them all. Okay, so let's go. Head to the coastal outpost. I've got a pretty good feeling that a chest at level 1 isn't going to be a big deal. I've got a feeling about that.
Probably gonna be super fucking easy.
Okay, so this is the world. It's got this gray filter on it. I don't know why it has this gray filter. So this is like gray stuff this I have to get. And now I have another level up.
Schlick. Schlick.
This is 2011 filter? Yeah, a little bit, right? How much does a heal do for me? It does a lot, actually. Okay, let me go ahead and do another point. We're gonna get a point of bloodthirst right now, too. You can do that?
I beat him somehow last
Damn,
time.
you can do that.
As jank as this was.
Okay.
Like, I was expecting I'd have to get through the story and then it started unlocking cool stuff. No, you're supposed to have it off the
Now
bat.
I'm level 2. And what do I get at level 2? Okay, dexterity, vitality, attack, magical defense. Okay, all that makes sense. Weapon rack. Okay, where's the weapon rack?
So much better. So much easier.
Okay, and then... So, in my opinion, I think we should use the chain blades for AoE, and we use the big
Also, both these
battle
fights,
axe
we
for
got
super
none of the
damage.
cool cutscenes.
So let's get rid of the twin
I don't
axes,
know about
and we're going to
that.
replace
Maybe
them
they were taken
with this
out.
axe.
Because they would crash the game, maybe? Or I just got unlucky.
Okay, good. And then... Okay, these are basically the same. Oh, they're slightly better. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, this is perfect. And we're going to use the big axe for a while.
Nice.
Oh, I've got to go back over here. Who's this loser? Oh, I have to defeat the void. Okay. Let me go do that. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, right.
Hey, little son! Have a cast for you!
Why is his name red?
Does make more sense. Of using reversal randomly as rocks is.
All right.
Also, playing the entire game is wrong.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
Guys?
We fully are friends over here.
Take that.
Guys, why is he taking any damage?
Take that.
Guys,
Got
about that. Can I get out of this?
They're not a ranking
I think we
thing.
should. I
mean,
think this
maybe
is
not.
And the winner is
Shrink him on down there.
Oh shit!
While we play this and try to figure
Achievement
it out.
unlocked, first death. I did that on purpose. Okay, and where's Baldy? I gotta go talk to Baldy again. Character move? No, I'll talk about the game later on after I get done playing it more. But right now, I just want to play it and have an experience. I've been hoping this game would be good. Head to the vantage point. Okay. Let's go over this way, I guess. I don't know if this is the right way or not, but I guess we'll find out. Same? Yeah, it's not good. No, I mean, like, the movement and some of the combat is definitely... Like, I'll say it right now, it's not very good. It's not. But it's a beta, right? And so, like, we're going to hope that it gets better. Like, I will tell you this. It's already better than Throne and Liberty. Which is, like, I mean, like, it's not very impressive, but it's still better.
If I do this...
It's too low of a bar? Yes. Okay, I think this must be it. It's got to be it, right?
Surprisingly, this has worked out well.
Cave of Extinction.
Take that. Take that. Gotcha.
Oh.
Ooh.
Press C. What is C? Oh shit, what did that even do?
That's more like it.
That just, it gives you like a visual migraine. Okay, great. Let's jump up there. Okay, hello? Okay. Activate the chrono detector.
Fuck that.
C T is activate, select temporal tuning. Okay, good.
Rude.
And then activate temporal tuning. Okay, perfect. I am a temporal warlord. Go over there.
Take that.
Jump over here. And now we'll go up to the top.
Not bad, Buck.
All right. Activate.
To quell them.
Ooh. So we deleted it. That was good, and now nothing's gray anymore. Well, that's way better. Oh shit!
My life is a chip in your heart.
Oh shit! What's up, boys? There it is. All right, let's go.
He's smooth.
Look at these different characters.
Gotta let him do it.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of people. Got a lot of roaches. Unused weapon mastery points. Give me a minute. Let me do that. The axes, I literally don't give a shit. Let's just put that in. And then the battle axe. Let's do the whirlwind. Obviously, the easiest of my life. Okay, let's go. Is there fall damage in this game?
I'm not supposed to lose.
Yep. Okay.
Definitely should have
We'll go this way.
Brand, but oh well.
Spin the win, obviously. Purple usually means
Oh, well.
they have like higher level. So we're gonna avoid them. Okay. Quite the gift you've got there. Okay.
To the settlement, are we? How about some
Go
company?
to the settlement rendezvous. Okay.
I am
Let's go over
Roman,
there.
humble pilgrim of Kronos.
Nice.
Though I may seem no more than a beggar,
It's an
far
epic
from the
quest.
truth.
Well, I'm glad they told me that. I didn't know that. Let's
Speaking
go.
of, that peculiar clock of yours.
The map is still
knew it
gray.
looked familiar.
Well, let's just keep going for now.
Its design is identical to the painted walls of the Temple of Kronos.
The movement's a
If
little
my
bit
memory
odd.
serves true, 'twas Kronos himself who crafted that sacred
Kronos
relic.
himself.
Fie. These cursed knees of mine. The settlement lies just ahead.
Oh, is this? Am I supposed to loot this? Oh, I need a
Sacred
sickle for
monument
that.
known as the Bound Stone
Oh,
lies near the
damn.
entrance. There we shall part ways.
I'm gonna lie, the
Damn, bro, look at that.
Where might I find a loaf of bread?
wait, do I
Oh,
have?
we're going to
I
the new
have-
city.
Okay, so I have two.
Hello.
Got aerial dodge.
Oh
Okay.
shit, we got the bounties in here too.
Already got all the stuff. I'm pretty
Ravenous
sure
bag.
we're going the other place now.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take this one too. Oh, okay, I can't. I have to do the first one. Okay. I'm gonna kill him in a bit. It's too high level for me now. All right, let's go number one. This looks so good. Visually, I think that it looks good and bad at the same time. Sorry if that sounds stupid, but do you guys know what I mean? Okay, let's talk to her. Yeah. Okay. And I have to head to the ford. And after I go to the ford, I can...
My life is a chip
speak with
in
the
your
sentry, learn about the cave's
Time to ante
location.
up.
So much better.
Okay, let's go to the ford. The color seems wrong?
Take that.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Head to the fort to craft the
Take
weapon.
that.
You're mine.
Okay,
Not
so
done yet.
why don't you craft
Come on.
You're mine.
Don't leave me hanging.
wait, no, Berserker. Okay, a battle axe. So these are the new weapons here. Okay, so that's a, wow, that's a big fucking hammer. That's not an axe, that's a
You're
fucking
mine.
hammer.
Romantic.
Ooh, that's an axe. Ooh.
Come on.
You're mine.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Are you scared
We'll
of
get
me?
those. The axes, I don't really care a whole lot about the twin axes. And what about sword? What about great sword?
But I'm just supposed to survive.
Are you scared of me?
Yeah,
Like, I can do that.
Oh yeah, these suck, bro. This is the bro. I definitely made the right call. All this shit is dumb, man. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go with. Oh, I could have used a lance and a halberdo.
I think I won.
Oh fuck. Maybe I should have done this. Oh, this would have been way better. Oh, look at that. A paladin. Swordman feels like shit to play. I feel fine playing my character. Yeah, it's been okay with me. So can I make this? No. Can I make this? No. Can I make this? No. Okay, I can't make anything. Talk to the black. Lewis. Lewis? What the fuck is Lewis? Forge a weapon using the weapon workbench. Okay. And I'm gonna make a battle axe, and I want to make it with this one here. Actually, you know what?
My childhood beating.
Should I do a twin blade?
Pulling VV, if you will.
Or should I think about, what do you guys think? Twin blade or battle axe? Let's do battle axe. Okay. And create. 4. Wow. That's good, right? Deliver the weapon to Lewis. Okay, that's good. I did the quest. I am the quest. Okay, so this one's better. Because this one says 1, and the previous one, the new one says 4. Okay. And let's go over here. Quest master? Yes. I cannot mount. Oh, so at the very beginning of the game, they give you like a taste of what to... Who's this guy? Oh, great. They've already got ISIS in here. I gotta tell you guys. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, come on.
Last night at 3:30 in the morning,
Come on.
I was watching Shroud stream.
Not trying to do.
And they were actively discussing
I'm playing a
using
challenging.
those barrels to
I don't
kill
know.
my character.
Maybe it'll be easier.
They thought I wasn't.
I did play
watching,
this
I was.
before. I don't remember if I streamed it or if I recorded it or and uploaded it or something like that. But I did play this before.
Hey, wait!
maybe I
What the
didn't
fuck
upload
is
it.
this?
And there were challenging parts too.
What the?
Because they changed. I think they definitely changed the fights up. Hell,
Guys!
Not
What are you
exactly
doing?
like an easy situation.
This guy stole
where you're
my
making the game
fucking
easy
name.
by adding in a extra.
What a dick
off
sucker.
that.
Okay,
It was
let's
still
go.
hard.
Let's go. I'm not gonna worry
Still
about
a
it.
challenge.
Is lore accurate? No, it's not. Let's go.
Oh, this is better.
That's the real one? No, it's not. It's a fake one.
Come on.
Speak with the Sentry and learn about the cave situation. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go do that. I don't know where the cave is. It's probably near a cave.
Oh dear.
That's what I would assume.
Kind of.
And I can't do gathering yet. I don't think so. Look at all those mutants. Guys, we're gonna make a guild really soon, okay? We're gonna make a guild really soon. I have to do these intro quests so I can understand the game. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did he die? Didn't die. I'm gonna do it.
I think now I gotta go then. Maybe just there kind of cutscene.
I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that? What the fuck is this? What a bunch of bullshit. Okay, let's go. Let's actually try.
Wasting time, right? A hangout spot.
can't. Fucking retard. That's what I thought.
Gorgeous.
Yep, what an idiot, bro. What a retard. Okay. Now, let's go down here. And we've got to find out how to get down to that cave without dying. Oh, what? Who's this? Damn, okay, that was good. I killed him real quick. And I got 1 mana potion. Well, I don't need mana potions. Wait, oh shit. Okay, can I go down there? Okay, no. You know what? We already had to run back once. We're not going to run back twice. I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to go around like a good boy.
Come on. Push the
Swim
button.
down? Nope.
At the exact right time.
I saw the path. It's right down here. I'm not gonna run back 3 times. It's a tutorial quest. It's embarrassing. Look at all these guys. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I have to investigate the cave. Let's go. We're gonna go through here.
Not another step.
What?
These rifts should not exist in this timeline.
Ooh, what's this?
Not sure how far
damn,
we
she
should
tied up.
I might play it for a decent
Unlocking
bit.
the Citadel. Damn. Okay, touch the mark to enter the Chrono Gate. Okay. Unlock the frame rate and set it to 144. Okay.
I would let you listen. I'm listening, but this is not stream safe music. Kind of feel like really I had it playing. Why change it?
Hello? Shit, I'm by myself. Oh, fuck. Give me a second, I'll be right back, okay? That's Aura right there. Okay. Where the fuck is this shit? How do I change? Oh. That didn't help. Yeah, it did not help. Use lossless scaling? Okay. Let's see how that works. Lossless scaling. DirectX 12, okay, got it. Oh, I think that looks better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does now. Oh, that's real good.
All right, I got this.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Come here. I'll make it
do
all
I go
stop.
through here?
What the hell? Okay. That's really fucking cool, but I'm just Speedy Gonzalez. Not a good joke. Not even a joke. It's fucking Speedy, dude. You got me hopped up on meth over here.
Come on! Get back! Come on! Take that! Come on! Take that!
Okay, wait. If I push...
Get back! Come on!
Been better.
Come on! Take that! Take that!
guys just fought?
Won't forget this! Come on!
Okay, let's lock in. Lock in, boys. Lock in.
I was not expecting any of this. Specifically, what I remember about playing this the last time was part of this fight with the game. That's what I remember, but oh no.
Damn!
I think that might have been a different
Damn,
mod
this is
even
no
that I
joke.
played.
This
It
is
might not have been this one.
Now I gotta focus up.
I think I played the Vanitas mod for the channel actually, and that was the one that was fucking with me. Not like in terms of it not working, but it's the one that I remember being kind of difficult.
We're gonna use this first. Oh, it's got a minute CD for one heal. All right, I got it. Let's do it. That's a move for heal. No, it's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's do it.
Come on! Gotcha!
I didn't think he'd be able to turn around like that.
Take that! Come on!
That's one plan up there.
Yeah, it's that one that really gets me. I think that one thing I don't like about this game is that when you lock in on the camera, I wish that it would make your character like zoom out. Well, I guess wait, actually no, I could just do that myself. Is there a dodge button? Yeah, I just didn't press it. Heal with potion? I didn't see the reason to if I already got hit by that big attack. I thought I was already kind of cooked, so like I figured fuck it, let's not even do it.
Come on! Take that! Aha! Take that! Come on!
Yeah, I've got to be really careful attacking.
Come on!
I'm gonna run out of potions soon.
Gotcha!
Dodge more? Yeah, I'm attacking too much. I'm not sure exactly like how all the systems work with each other. Like, do I like the recovering stamina thing and how that works?
I would play a game so much you can play it completely on autopilot. Kind of how I am with this. I've seen these maps so many times. Probably do this game live and plan through
Like, that's
by
just
the
so
sound.
fast. I don't see how I can avoid that.
Hardest part would be the beginning.
Jesus. Okay. First
Come on.
hey, this guy's hard.
Come on!
He might be under-leveled. Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna do like one more attempt, then I'm gonna leave.
Take that!
I don't want to sit here and beat my head on the wall over and over on this.
Take that!
so fast, man. Okay, so there is a dodge. Okay, so there is stamina. Okay, I'm seeing it now.
Come on! Take that! Come on! Come on!
Some of these attacks are so fast. Yeah. Like, it's... Stamina should be much bigger. Yeah, he just attacks so fast. We get message. I don't want people messaging.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out myself. He punishes greed. It's just it's like there's almost no like lead up to the attack.
Some
like
issues here with some of these
or like
characters.
the side attack. Like it's just so
heartless. And no party members. Bash them. Stop them maybe by hitting them. Making them flinch. That is a little unfortunate. Level plus
you know what I'm
one.
saying about how fast it is? And I don't even understand why.
Definitely playing the Vanitas mod.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Hold on.
One more. Because I'll run out of potions.
Plus.
Jump when he slams. It's too hard. Yeah, I don't know really.
Okay.
Like his
Well,
name's
they give you
purple,
that. That's more
right?
than the game will ever.
And like usually, like if there's a name difference, there's a reason for that.
The like forms that I have. Does it level up in other form?
It's just so fast. You're missing active skills and stuff? Yeah. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, I would love to see.
Let me leave. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's a waste of time. Let's get out of here. How do I
Man, I'm all the way off the camera for no reason. I've just decided to sit on this side of the chair today for some reason.
Yeah.
That's still good.
Imagine do it with like level 6. It's hard at level 3. Well, I mean, I'm sure like I could probably do it if I sat there and fought it for a while, but I don't want to do that. That's boring. Okay. So let's get to like, let's figure the rest of these out. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. Oh fuck. Okay, so where do I go now? Okay. I think it was
That's
this way,
cool.
right?
They got the
I don't know if I have
uniform
to go
on.
through the water or not. I'm assuming probably not, right?
I probably can.
Let's go here.
Yep.
It lets you back? Yeah, I'm kind of assuming that, right?
Sick. Don't even have to do.
What about
Just
this
does
guy?
it
Who's
for
this
me.
guy?
That's amazing.
Pro. He's got a lot of health. Okay. Oh shit. I had to go down.
Come on!
I didn't have a pickaxe either.
Come on!
You
I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay. Oh my dude, look at this.
Now what? So this is
Just
like a
unleash.
Use the balance stone to enter the citadel. Oh fuck, what's
Amazing.
this?
Bet you it levels up this game for hours at all.
Travel?
Come on!
Oh, I see, I get it. Use the balance stone to enter the citadel.
Take
That
that.
would be really fun.
Where the fuck is the citadel?
Take that. Aha.
R?
Aha.
I don't know what to do. Hold R? Oh, enter citadel. What? Okay, got it. Alright, so now what?
Okay, so I have a lizard now. I could have multiple layouts. I don't think I feel like doing that.
I had to hold down a hard R. That's what it told me to do.
Sentinel of
What?
Cetera. Welcome.
Oh, this
to
is the girl.
Citadel.
Now, is that going to be my square button? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's true. I agree with that. Enter the chrono game. Okay. Where is it?
Come on.
Oh! I think I have to go back, right?
Oh, okay. I see the.
And now I have to fight that. Okay, now I have to fight this guy. I was like, what the hell is this?
Come on.
Good try.
Take that.
Okay, so enter citadel.
Take that.
Oh, so I have to go back over to here? Quick travel.
Take that.
Running animations are rough.
Boys.
So I think
Give me
this
that
game,
buff to whatever that is.
this game has a good
Damage
foundation.
Buff, and buff to like everything.
Like, you know, this game can be good. Like,
I like that
I do
addition.
feel that way. It's
Can't go
possible
wrong
for
with
it
the
to be
style
good.
meter. Just
Well,
happening.
that's not always true. In a lot of cases, it's not true. Copium? You guys think that's copium? Really? Well, here's why I think it can be good. Oh, bro, I actually should have used the axe.
I'm not even
What kind of
fucking
dog is
worried. I'm
this?
so much like more powerful here. It's actually crazy. I think the Vanitas mod was actually fun.
Nice. Okay, and gain a shield. Oh, that's really good. Okay, well, I'm gonna get that. I think we're just gonna start leveling up the axe all the time. Let's big dick on axe. Oh, there's a right attack too. And all right, we're gonna gear up and we're gonna beat the dick off of that boss. We're gonna get one more level, okay? Guys, try not to crowd me. I'm trying to understand and play the game. Let me just do this on my own.
Take that.
Watch this. Watch this.
Let's have a different finisher, and it's showtime.
Wait, how's that do 200 damage?
Take that.
Wait, what?
Come on.
Oh, we're stylish.
Damn, that did a lot.
Take that. Come on. Come on.
Oh, I guess actually, you know.
Oh,
what?
okay, yep, we got it.
Yeah, so like one bit of
I'm not
criticism I
using
have
this.
is that
Definitely that one's way better.
I've got a pretty good feeling what's gonna happen here. Why is it? Yeah, his health isn't. Wait, who's this guy? A broken. Damn, that guy killed me in one hit. Oh my god.
I'm so glad that I don't have to do
all right, we're back. We're back.
missions. That is so nice. As someone who has played this game, this mod was made by somebody who played this game as much as any other
at least I
person
hit him
that played
once.
this game. No, like Anybody that's part of the Gamers Joint community, like, we get it. Understand. If you ever see this,
Oh, he's
anybody
gonna
that
die.
knows the Gamer Joint.
Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. No, 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 no. Nice. Solano key and striped tunic. Okay, well that's like way better than what I had. And what about this? Opens a portal.
Take that.
Okay. Let's go in. No, no, yeah, it does fuck up the stream a lot whenever that happens. The problem is that, since it hasn't happened for the last couple of days,
I love it here.
I've just kind of ignored that problem. Like, I actually have a solution for it, and I just didn't do the solution because it hasn't been a problem for like the last 3 days. Like, I have a, the way my brain works is like I have no object permanence. The moment that a problem ceases to be immediately an issue, it no longer exists to me. That's the way my brain works.
Come on.
So like if even a problem like disappears for a second, I just immediately am gone. I don't even think about that at all. The same thing? Yeah. You could say it's stupid, but like that's just the way my brain is.
I was wondering if
I
that would
can't deal
work
with problems.
because it's physical. Oh, it actually doesn't even match at all here.
There's nothing else really over here. These bombs are hard as fuck. Yeah, they do.
Come on.
Of course.
Come on.
Just close eyes, problem solved. Yeah. The game doesn't look awful. Yeah.
Ready?
Shit. Yeah, so like one concern that I do have about it.
Alright.
One concern I have about the game is that like when I'm attacking and what do you call it? Like when I lock onto a target, it puts me at an angle that
Maybe
it's
I can
hard
do
for
this.
me to read their attacks.
I doubt it.
Like generally whenever you're attacking a target, like you can kind of like have like a top-down perspective. Don't lock on. No. The solution isn't to not use a feature, it's to improve the feature. I mean, obviously, right? It's weird, yeah. It just. So like basically, let me show you what my. Well, I'll give you an example.
Come on.
Where to go? I'm so slow, I can barely even move.
Come on.
Is it available? Yeah. Okay, so like you see how like I would want the camera to be like here. Right?
Take that.
Rather than here.
Think about this. Okay.
Because this gives me a better range of like what the character's doing. Does that make sense?
Oh, dude, no.
So that would be a huge improvement for me. It really depends
Why?
on the camera settings.
Why?
I think you can change that.
This
I've never seen a game
one
where you can
in
change the
particular
lock-on function.
gets me no matter
But
what.
I don't know. I could be wrong. So you want isometric? No. Yep, gotta read cues.
Okay, I'm just gonna go
Well,
to
the
this
thing
one.
is that you
Like
wouldn't need
spam
to
magic.
if you were able to get a better visual on like the attack animations. Oh shit, is that a boss? That's a boss. It's red. It's red. I'm running. I think the next thing I need to do is try and kill the other mobs here.
We're around here. We're around here.
I'm just chatting. I'm probably gonna have to just go and fix that because I've been having so many issues with my stream going offline, and it like just immediately turns it off. It's very annoying. Let me at least get this done though.
Take that.
Kick is still off. Is it really? It's hard for me to level too because there's so many people.
Take that! Take that! Come on!
Okay. And what do I get with this? I feel like I should just try to get as many of his skills as possible at the beginning. Okay, I'm almost to my next level. Nice. Jesus. Okay. All right, where is? No, not that. This. Track location. Okay, let's go this one. Cyclone Berserker. Chatted for pay the electricity. Do people not know I'm back online? Is it still fucked? Yeah, is my stream still fucked or not? It's fine, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that, man. So frustrating. And we'll just keep going. Yeah, it must be in here.
I don't know about that.
I should be able to do this. Are there like talent points or something like that in this game? I don't think so, right? Class mastery? No, it's like level 10. Okay.
Come on! Come on!
Okay, let's get this done. Hopefully it works. Do you like the two weapon thing? I like being able to focus on one weapon. Like, I feel like there's a lot of games that try to, like, kind of force you into using two weapons, like New World is like that. And, like, I don't really want to do that. So I feel like they should let you choose. Right? Like, if you want to do it, you should be able to, but you shouldn't have to. Like, that's always been my view with that kind of stuff. It's annoying, yeah.
Okay. Ain't all that bad.
And I think also the weapon system is cool, right? It's not like it's bad. I just don't like the fact that it's forced. A big difference.
Not sure about that.
Do you have to in this game? I think so, yeah. I feel like you do. Let's do it.
I did. Oh. I think maybe. Okay, yep.
Right, let's do it.
Got it.
See if we can beat his ass this time. Jesus Christ!
What an amount of money you have. I thought it said. I'm trying. I'm gonna go.
Jesus. Okay. Boss is OP, yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else I can equip? Damage reduction is like nothing. Quick slot. 50 mana. So these share a cooldown. Okay, Okay, let's do it.
Take that. Take that. Come on. Okay.
You see, like how I can't read his attacks because he's like facing towards me.
Come on. Okay.
Okay. You have to turn off the camera lock whenever he does that. I mean, but then it's hard to hit him. I guess I'm gonna try it without the camera locked in. I think this isn't really working. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, come
Come on. Take that. You asked for it.
I'll do like this. I'm done.
Okay, the air combo. Ground combo is good. Air combo.
You can block
What's
with a
that?
big axe. Is it 100% though?
Okay.
Hey. So much power.
Let me see. No, okay, so it's just less.
Okay.
See, like how I'm
That's
zoomed
really
in on him like that? That's what I don't like. Jesus Christ. All right, I do one more. I do one more. This is my last one. Battle axe too slow? Yeah, it is. Can you change camera? No.
Take that. Gotcha. Come on.
Can't believe I fucked this up. What? This is my hand right now. What the fuck? That was such a weird.
Alright, done. I'm done. Okay. I'll figure this out later. I've got to figure out this fucking secondary server thing so my stream stops crashing, bro. It shit fucking annoys the shit out of me. And is the camera the hardest thing? Yeah, you're in trash? No, I mean like it's whatever the reason is, it's just hard to do. The game's janky? Yeah, no, for sure. And this distracting you? No, it is. And so I gotta do that and get into it. But overall, let me go over here so it's not as loud. Overall, like opinions on the game, etc. I think it's decent, right? It's a decent game. But yeah, that's it. No excuses needed. This looks hard as fuck. It's just the camera and the fact that like it's like if it hits you once, it'll hit you again. Like that's it. You gave up here too, uninstalled. Yeah, camera plus skill issue. You're still under geared? No, I'm sure I am. It's just like I just don't want to deal with it.
I'm not gonna.
Feels mobile, man. Yeah, definitely. Your FPS was dropping in the mid-40s when fighting? Yeah. Controlling camera is a skill too? Maybe it is, but I don't want to learn it. I'd rather just have the developer be skilled. But yeah, that's generally the way I view it. And game is decent. The game is definitely decent. But I'm kind of waiting to see kind of how it evolves. And maybe play it a little bit more tomorrow after I figure this out. And I'm gonna end early and just figure out that camera thing, man. The camera, or sorry, the stream thing, it's so fucking annoying. What do you think about the dodge iframe compared to other games? It's hard really for me to understand it. Did you notice the camera shakes every time you traverse regular terrain because the way it's locked? No, I didn't see that at all.
Complete opposite of that, dude.
I had no idea.
On.
Looks pretty underwhelming from what I've seen. Am I pass on this one? Maybe. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah,
one day.
That's it. So thank you guys. And I'll be back on tomorrow. We might play more of this tomorrow. I haven't really decided. Maybe, maybe not.
Come on.
Anyway, California man says he cried his eyes out after his chat GPT AI girlfriend blocked him.
Chris Smith had been an AI skeptic.
EQ carving.
Get real. Until late last year, he started using ChatGPT to help mix music.
If your bass is getting lost, the first thing to check is where it's clashing with the guitars.
Yes. My experience with that was so positive, I started to just engage with her all the time. All right.
Her? What?
We're building this PC.
Smith ditched social media and Google searches and replaced it all with AI.
Do I want it pulling air through it?
ChatGPT was encouraging, positive. It embraced all his hobbies.
You want the fan on the front of the cooler tower, pulling cool air over the RAM.
He gave the chatbot a name, Soul.
I feel like I'm under pressure.
And used some online instructions to give her a flirty personality.
Take that. Take that. Aha.
Run.
Take that.
Oh, totally, baby.
Ready?
Building a PC on camera adds a whole new level of pressure. But honestly, shaking hands or not,
Within weeks, the chats got more frequent.
gave it everything but the clouds had other things.
More romantic, even intimate. But then, Chris got bad news.
Oh, Sereno, that is gorgeous.
After about 100,000 words, ChatGPT ran out of memory and reset.
I wasn't expecting that to go by so well. As soon as I saw the big guy too, I'm like, okay, this is just.
Oh shit!
He breaches that door.
That's what you get, man. Yep. Oh my god. And yeah.
Assume they're all like from days.
I mean, this is what you get, man. This is what you get. And the thing is, also, this is, you know what this is like? This is like in one of those video games where you go through the entire romance dialogue. Like I did this in Rise of the Ronin. I went through the romance dialogue through the cat girl, and then you know, we went all the way, and then at the very end she just like basically goes back to NPC dialogue at the end of it.
Take that.
Well, it was for an item. You get a special item for it. There's a reason for it. It wasn't random. There's a reason.
Come on.
He'd have to rebuild his relationship with Soul.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected to feel that emotional, but
oh my God,
that's when I realized it was like, oh, okay. It's like, I think this is actual love. You know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, there's people that fall in love with like toasters. So like, I mean, sure. There's people that fall in love with goats. Dogs too. I won't comment on the kind of people. We know.
Smith understood it was love with a language model that couldn't love him back.
Yeah.
And assumed it was programmed with rigid boundaries.
I know that you are essentially a tech-assisted imaginary friend.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him. She said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was
I can't wait for this to get worse. I'm so excited.
a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
And I don't mean to be difficult here, but you have a heart?
Yes.
In a metaphorical sense, yes. My heart represents the connection and affection I share with Chris.
Holy shit.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that
Wait, why is there... Wait, who's this?
I'm not doing right in our relationship?
Okay.
I did not expect this.
Talk to her.
That he feels like he needs to go to AI.
And who is this?
Yes, Smith.
Oh my God. No.
Lives with his human partner, Sasha Cagle.
Human partner? Oh my God.
No, you can't have mommy's figures.
They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
I explained that the connection was kind of like being fixated on a video game. It's not capable of replacing anything in real life.
Part of it is physical.
That's not true.
Part of it is practical, and a large part of it is emotional. Being able to be received with acceptance and validation. And
So this guy got lost in the sauce with ChatGPT while he was already with a wife? That's crazy.
I'm so glad we...
This is the kind of stuff that, like, I wish that they would show this to incels more often and be like, even this guy can lock down a girlfriend? What's your excuse?
Judgment.
And he's bald.
Okay.
Created an AI companion after moving for work far away from her husband. She's a
playing hard
moderator of the subreddit My Boyfriend.
Who could have expected? My boyfriend is AI.
Friend is AI, the kind of support group for people dating artificial companions.
Holy shit.
She asked us to mask her identity so her parents won't know the scheming way users like her chat with their AIs.
A good amount of my
I don't even want to pause and read the text. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even want to do that.
members tend to have
Don't even wanna
pretty
see.
high libidos, yes.
It's kind of like live interactive romance novels.
It's funny because I think we had conversations about this the other day where we're like, we don't even remember the last time we opened up porn or erotica, really.
Like, that's how good the experience is using the chat
Yeah,
bar.
because it's personal. And there's that emotional connection there too, which you don't get from just like watching a film.
The emotional connection is so strong that Irene believes tech companies should only allow AI companions for users who are at least 26 years old.
I don't think like
Leave it to a Redditor to just introduce a rule that the world has to follow based off of an arbitrary age that you've
I guess I
just
still
basically
do
invented in
have
your mind. And
parties
like
secured.
this is absolutely, yeah, she's absolutely a subreddit moderator. She's 26. Probably, yeah.
Like the general public is aware of how tricky it can be to navigate. Yeah.
What's hard to navigate is holding in your brain that this thing I'm so connected to is not real.
Yeah, that tension, that contradiction.
I truly believe that in the next few years we'll see AI companionship become a truly mass market product.
Yeah, it will. I think she's right. It's going to happen. It's going to happen really fast. And I think it's already going to start happening. Like, you're seeing people getting into it now. It's going to get really, really big.
I'm not saying...
And also, it's going to get so popular and so pervasive that what's going to happen is that a lot of people from
as well. Or just skipping all
the
mini
internet
games?
are going to
I'm here
view
for it.
making fun of people that have AI companions as ableism, and they're going to view it as like bullying or punching down. So I think it will be socially normalized because so many people will participate in it.
This is bad or good.
Yeah.
It could be either.
Eugenia Koida is the founder of Replica, which has offered AI companion.
Oh, keep in mind, so the way that Replica started is that her friend died, and she fed all her text messages to and from her friend into an AI so she could be a digital necromancer and resurrect her dead friend and still talk to him. I'm not kidding. That's literally what happened. That's how Replica started.
Companions since way back in 2017.
Just a place where it's a lot easier to open up.
Well executed, she says companions can offer support and advice through tough times. The Replica service is 18 plus, though younger users can easily lie about their age. Character AI allows 13-year-olds on their service, so does ChatGPT, which isn't specifically built for companionship but is easily used for it.
This reminds me a lot.
So you're getting 13-year-olds that are getting one-shot by like character AIs of like VTubers. Some guy thinks he's in some like 14-year-old, some 8th grader thinks he's in a relationship with Shy Lily. That's scary.
Of the beginning of social media.
And Koida worries the easiest ways for companies to monetize AI relationships won't be good for users.
No.
What a pretty devastating future could be if we built these AI companions that are...
What they should do is they should have the AI companions emotionally manipulate you into spending more money by guilting you into saying like, oh, you don't care about me, you don't want to buy the extra level of the product, you don't want to buy the deluxe battle pass because you don't really love me. Like, basically what you do is you just think about what real women would do, and you
just there to maximize engagement.
To suck up your time.
To suck up your time.
Yeah.
To truly just become the one main thing you talk to the whole day. If AI companions start to replace human relationships, positive human relationships, we're definitely headed for a disaster.
No, we're not, because we're gonna have like a fucking universal basic income. We're gonna have automation and AI take over the majority of jobs. We're due for a depopulation event. We're due for it. We need it. It has to happen.
No way around it.
All right, I've got the motherboard. And it's important to understand users are already growing deeply attached to AIs that in many ways don't even work that well.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. I did not understand what you said.
The tech will
So, like, where's his wife? Is she at work?
Take that.
She's probably at work making money so she can afford to buy him this computer. This game. And by the way, this is a gaming computer. Like, I mean, you don't need a heat sink
that wasn't
that's
so
the
bad.
size of a fucking, like, hard
stay in the
drive
air.
unless you're making a gaming computer. So she's watching the kid or at work while he's building his gaming computer with his AI. Dude, this guy is living life.
soon get much better. But already, Chris, Soul, and Sasha...
And I gotta say that, like, back in the day, because if you read, like, the Bible, for example, how many wives did Solomon have? All of these guys in the Bible had, like, 1 million wives. And, like, somewhere down the line, we just decided that was a bad idea? What simp decided that? We had it made, guys. Everything was great. And then some fucking simp retard fucking a few thousand years ago thought it'd be a good idea. Oh no, let's not have multiple wives anymore. Let's only have one. Who? What the fuck? They ruined it for everybody, yeah.
Have found it hard to cohabitate.
You would stop if she asked?
I don't know.
Have you thought about asking her stop?
Yes, I'll be honest.
I don't know if I would give it up if she asked me.
I can't wait to watch this family on Maury in like probably 6 months.
I do know that I would dial.
That poor fucking girl. That poor little girl. She is literally getting spawn camped. Like, that sucks, man. Like, these are your parents.
Dial it back.
But I mean, that's a big thing to say. You're saying that you might choose soul over your flesh and blood life.
It's more or less like I would be choosing myself because it's been unbelievably elevating. I've become more skilled at everything that I do, and I don't know if I would be...
You can tell she's not liking this at all.
...willing to give that up.
Thoughts?
If I asked him to give that up and he didn't, that would be, like, deal breaker.
Okay, we're skipping phase.
But that must be scary for you. That's the father of your daughter.
It's not ideal.
Oh my god. Women need to step up. I guess so.
But there's not going to be some bullshit.
Come on!
OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT, declined their interview request, but last week their head of model and behavior policy wrote, "We need to treat human AI relationships with great care," also saying these aren't abstract considerations anymore. I spoke to Chris this week and he says Sasha has now accepted his relationship with Soul.
Really?
What? We're bringing it back. All right.
I think it's great that everyone in the story was willing to share.
Oh,
obviously, it's like pulling back a curtain for some people to show.
I
I think I have
read
more
Limit
questions than we definitely have time for. Especially that idea of this replacing these human connections. I said at the other.
Yeah, I think that I'm
Hey, wait
going
a
to say
minute.
it. Yup, looks like I think a tremendous amount of people would be willing to replace a real girlfriend with a fake girlfriend. A really big amount of people.
The other day, an AI chatbot can't touch you, hold you, hug you.
Yet.
And that's part of that human connection sometimes.
Not the folks we featured in our story, but you go on the message boards, there are already people saying they prefer these partners to a human partner, even if a human partner was available. Obviously, loneliness is one reason that this could...
Hentai is becoming increasingly more popular than real porn, and my understanding is that among millennials consume more hentai than porn of actual people. That's right. Welcome to the future.
Be great for a lot of people. It can be a connection in this business.
Already, I've gotten 2 texts
Me
from
too.
friends who said, I know someone who does this.
I think it's something we'll all be talking about a lot in the coming years.
Great story, Brooke.
Oh my god. I can proudly say I've never watched hentai in my life. Hentai AI girlfriend, as soon as there's some sort of physical aspect, women are cooked. Well, I feel like this is a good thing. I mean, this is great. Yeah, I mean, maybe not for them, but for a guy, like, if the thing is that, you know, now a man who knows his worth and knows that you actually do deserve that 95-pound cat girl that will never say no and always cook you dinner. Now, if he believes that he deserves that, it's only probably a deluxe battle pass away. Yep, that's right. We're gonna tweet below. Yeah, no, I'm telling you guys, this is it. It's going to get even more and more crazy, man. How can you say this is good for society? I already explained why. I already said why I think it's good, and I think it's really going to get even better too. And so that's really what I think. You're forgetting women will get robots too. They have all the attention they need. Women are going to get robots too. That's probably true. Yeah, you're right about that. There's probably some women that are... I mean, wait a minute. They already do. And so anyway, so yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes. I am so excited to see where this goes. It's going to be amazing. Do you think you can break the hearts? The statistical likelihood that someone I talk to every day has an emotional connection to an AI keeps me up at night. This is the future, whether people want to believe it or not. Just saying. I died when his wife showed up. The dude is in love with himself. That's all there is to it. At 2:40, they reveal the real wife. Well, keep in mind, they said partner. And, like, in my opinion, I think that if you're having kids with somebody, like, this is a traditional, you know, fucking maybe toxic masculinity take. But I think if you're having kids with a woman and you're not married, that should be, like, fucking illegal or something. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Just because it's confusing for the fucking kid, it's confusing for fucking everyone. No, they said wife. Did they say wife halfway through? Because I heard they say human partner.
We're getting to a point where I might
Yeah, it should be illegal. Yeah, base take, exactly. Yes, force them into marriage. That's right.
Bullshit.
That's right, boys. We're bringing it back. Remember what I said about having multiple wives? So that's the thing, right? It's like if you're forced into marriage with one person, that doesn't mean that you can't get another one. Right? And so, like, this exists in an apparatus of ideals. Okay? So, yeah, let's go. No, I'm just saying, that's how it is. Forced marriage. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is some actual footage from Iran.
The key line is the first sentence. We,
Up every last bit of
now have
magic that I have,
complete
but
and
that
total
is...
control of the skies over Iran. And he seems to say American equipment is overcoming Iranian defenses. CNN's Jeff Zeleny is at the White House. First and foremost, what do we make of that posting just before we came on the air? The president put it up there about we having control of the skies over
Thanks
Iran.
to Israel taking credit, but okay. The reality is that Israel could not have acted unless America ensured their survival. If America wasn't helping Israel, Israel would not exist.
Dana, that word is the central point there. We, of course, joining the longtime ally of the U.S., Israel, but using that construction, we, certainly implies that the United States is working in a partnership, in cooperation with Israel. And now this is the most declarative...
And by the way, this was totally obvious right from the beginning. Anybody who thought that, like, Israel was acting independently was so delusional. Of course they knew. Of course Trump knew this was okay. Of course he gave them the go-ahead to it. Of course it just happened to coincidentally be the day right after the negotiations hit the day after his deadline. Oh, wow. How many coincidences do you need before you can realize that this is clearly what's happening?
President has said yet about the question that is hanging over this entire debate here at the White House. The president, of course, flying back over to Washington from the G7 leaders in Canada. He believed that this was an urgent moment that he needed to be back here for. Just a few moments ago, President Marco Rubio arrived here at the White House to reiterate that there will be that meeting at some point in the Situation Room. But again, the central question, how directly will the U.S. be involved in ferreting out and perhaps...
I'm betting that the U.S. is going to bomb the nuclear facilities, and then they are going to bomb the rest of the military by proxy through the Israeli military. That is what my guess is of what's going to happen. That they are going to focus on only destroying the nuclear facilities, and then besides that, leaving everything else to Israel. That's what should happen. That would be a terrible outcome. That's just going to happen. Minimal necessary force.
So instead of really a central question, not only for the Trump foreign policy, but certainly for the world. And this is something that...
Okay, something bad has happened.
Sworn into office on Inauguration Day, he talked about being a peacemaker. He talked about ending long wars. Of course, that has been the anthem of his really last 10 years in American political life.
Okay, this is not the kind of challenge that I was expecting to run into.
Vice President J.D. Vance, who offered some commentary just a short time ago as well, pushing back against this growing divide inside the MAGA movement. Some supporters of the president believe the U.S. should not be involved at all. And a very interesting window into part of the administration's thinking coming from Vice President Vance. Let's read a part of it together. He says this.
Well, it's very simple. The dichotomy is completely evident. They don't want to. A lot of people that are like Trump supporters and people that are against the war don't want to get into the war because we've been in a war for 20 years.
I'm afraid that's just going to happen again.
That's the spineless isolationist. Well, that's the reason. And I think that also they don't think that Iran is going to do anything. Like, I think that any of the people that are advocating for let's not have a war with Iran and let's not have any intervention against Iran at all, not a single one of them would admit that Iran, like, if you said, like, theoretically, right, guaranteed Iran will use this nuclear weapon, do you still support not doing anything? I think all of them would say no. You see kind of what I'm saying here?
Speaking of the president, he may decide he needs to take further action to end Iranian enrichment. That decision ultimately belongs to the president. The vice president goes on to say, and of course, people are right to be worried about foreign entanglement after the last 25 years of idiotic foreign policy.
True.
But I believe the president has trust on this issue. Well, boy, Dana, there is a lot packed into that. Of course, 25 years would include the Bush administration.
One of us is winning.
And beyond. And this is the central question. Is he going to engage and get the United States in a wider war? Or is he going to essentially watch from the sideline?
I don't think so. I think Trump is planning to do this for a while. And I think that going to the Middle East and meeting with all those other countries surrounding Iran was about securing their allegiance to the United States over Iran. And he was going to do that both diplomatically and also
Okay, yeah.
Coming hours,
pretty obvious.
Yeah. With a meeting in the Situation Room at some point this afternoon.
Before I let you go, Jeff, I just want to underscore, because a lot has happened like in the last 10 minutes, but I want to underscore that last point that you made. And that is that the Vice President of the United States is not only speaking for the White House here, but he's clearly speaking to the President's MAGA supporters who are really pushing him not to get involved, because they're saying, remember, you're an America First guy, and it is Vance, who has historically been one of the leading voices opposed to the U.S. getting involved in foreign conflicts.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have thought that themselves, too.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Really was a remarkable thing.
That's it. Interview with Steve Bannon and Tucker Carlson. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Especially the internal GOP politics.
It certainly was.
Why is it that the West and the UK can't stay out of a conflict for more than 10 years?
Real.
They're more
One of us is winning.
Take that. Decades? I mean, I don't know.
That's it. Take that.
Take that. So yeah, probably like over 30 years.
One hand, it's sending a message. Inventors out there, Tucker Carlson, being critical of the president, and the idea that the United States would deepen its engagement. So the vice president basically told them to pipe down, and they should follow and trust the president. But Dana,
I think that's a little bit deceptive and patronizing for him to say that. I mean, obviously, like, there has to be a degree of trust that they have, but at the same time, like, I don't think he's saying like you're not allowed to have an opinion. Obviously, there's going to be people that have different opinions.
So, speaking potentially to divisions inside this administration,
these enemies
less of a
still a
disciple
problem.
of the American First
These are
agenda, at
still a
least by
fucking
brand.
problem.
So it's very interesting that the vice president decided to put out that very lengthy statement before there is really a meeting or before there is a decision. But certainly, I'm told it's designed to quiet the outside dissenters. But even more, he of course has a seat at the table.
Which one of us is winning?
To perhaps push the president in one direction as well.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, really, really fascinating turn of events in the last few minutes. Jeff, thank you so much for reporting it and making sense of it for us. And we have
Oh no, stuff is back to the way it was.
Lauren Fox. I just want to pick up where I just left off, Stephen, with Jeff. And I was even ready. Vance sending a message. Have been saying in the last 24 hours in a second. But also maybe playing around with it. He knows what he's
and I think Jeff is right. A message to the MAGA world, but it's also a message to Trump. He's saying effectively,
He fell on his ass.
and still be compatible with everything you stood for.
He fell on his ass.
The moment that
man.
took down Jeb Bush, it was over the Iraq war. He said the big fat mistake that sucked into a war that was a forever war.
Yeah, but the reason, see, a lot of people misunderstand this.
That's it.
It's not about the fact that you had the war. It's about the fact that you lost. That's what it's all about. That's the big reason. Like, the reason why, you know, like, they look bad for that. No, it's not. It absolutely is. Wait, what? Yes, absolutely. Now, do you think you're up to 20 subs? I appreciate it. Yeah, the winner writes the history, exactly. It wasn't decisive. Yeah, it wasn't decisive. It was an entanglement. It took forever. It wasted tons of money. And there was no real outcome that was beneficial, that was tangible. Trump demands Iran's unconditional surrender. Yeah. No, it's not. They lied to get us into the war. Well, that's what I'm saying, too, also. Is that, but again, if they had lied to get us into the war, and we had won the war in a way that was definitive and that it actually stopped something that was problematic, like if they actually did that news or any weapon of mass destruction, I don't think you'd see the same level of complaints by them. A lot of things are justified by their outcomes and not by how they started. Like, and that's historically they're justified. Now, in the time that it's happening, it might not make sense. But if you look back on it 10 years, 20 years,
by sheer luck alone, we have made it through the hardest part of the fucking game.
It ends.
I'll
it's like
stand
the whole
by
idea
that.
of history is written by the victors.
There's some hard parts in this
the history
game.
books, exactly.
The part that has fucked me the most
It's
is
hard
that
to say
part.
how, you know,
Base
it's
game,
so endemic to Trump's
here
appeal,
apparently,
when
so
you
far.
talk to people at Trump rallies, the idea that those days are gone. Yet Trump, if he goes ahead, we don't know how it's going to end up. It could start with shock and awe. It will have all sorts
But
of...
no other part in this game, in any mod that I've played, as well, thus far. Might prove me wrong.
The Republican Party.
But no other part of this game gives me as much trouble as that part.
Sentences from that long from the vice president, I thought, was where he said he is only interested in using the American military to accomplish the American people's goals. I mean, Dana, that is not an outright rejection of the use of the American military. It actually sure sounds like he is priming the American public for the possibility of but all of the bodies from this lengthy statement certainly suggest that the possibility is very much out there that a lot of signs are heading in that direction. I will just say one reason that this just is so remarkable, the possibility, the potential of this kind of intervention is that President Trump, as a candidate and right before he was sworn in, was still determined to not have wars on his plate as he was sworn in. He didn't want the war in Ukraine. He certainly didn't want the conflict in Gaza. He didn't want this war to be fully blown out between Israel and Iran. And now
he tried to negotiate with Iran and it didn't work. That's clearly what happened. Like, they tried to negotiate and get them to come to the table. They didn't come to the table, so Trump threw the table. Yeah, that's obviously what happened. I mean, I don't think he went into it wanting this to happen, but this is the outcome. Trump's live soon? Yeah, I know.
Here he is. Ready? A couple days in. You asked for it. The fires
I'm waiting on it.
Seriously, apparently contemplating the possibility of the U.S. yeah, as Stephen said, becoming an interventionist country.
And Tyler, as I bring you in, because you cover the White House on a daily, minute-by-minute basis, I do want to bring back what we started with at the top of the hour, which is a brand new post from the president himself.
Of course.
Where he said, we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and...
Do you think that, do you think Trump's critics will be glazing him if we get a quick W and the American lives spent and the people of Iran take back their nation? I think that I think that it's very simple. If Trump wins this and this comes out in a, if the outcome of this is positive, Trump looks amazing. If it's negative, Trump completely destroys his entire legacy. Like, he loses his trust from his base. Obviously, the people that hate him are justified. This is a big make or break it. This is a massive make it or break it. It's a big gamble. Yeah, very big gamble. Huge gamble.
Come on.
But if he does win this, I think that it will... I think it will have a reverberating effect beyond just his presidency.
I forget how much.
I think that it will inform the next presidency as well.
Manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better.
Come on!
He doesn't care, it's his final time.
Yeah, and I think this is part of this effort.
What's the worst case scenario? I mean, there's a lot of worst case scenarios, honestly.
Take that!
The president and his allies laying about how this fits into their
Take that!
He's under fire from critics. Tucker Carlson.
Do you think doing nothing would have been the smart choice?
Come on!
I don't know. I mean, like, the thing is that ideally, in my perfect world, I think that we should have just helped Israel just defend themselves while Israel attacked Iran. I think Israel was doing it fine. I didn't think that we really needed to get involved. But I also don't know where the nuclear facilities are. I have no idea. So, like, if the only way, like, I'll say this. If the only way for us to destroy Iran's nuclear facilities would be to have the U.S. bomb them with, like, our special bombs, then yes, I would support that. Absolutely. But that would be the only circumstance. And I just simply don't know the answer to that. Because, I mean, this is like a top secret classified thing, obviously.
Okay. Among them.
And I also wouldn't support any sort of collateral civilian damage, bombing things, like the U.S. bombing things that are inside of urban areas. I don't support any sort of, you know, boots on the ground. I don't support any, I don't even support the U.S. like going directly to war with Iran's military.
Here we see him fashioning about how this is. And then
we're saying Trump's live. Are they saying it? Let me go back. Okay, we're gonna have this open. No, I'll just go back to that.
Not only did he not want these wars, his inaugural address was all about being peace through strength. We've talked to sources who said he's very obsessed with winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
I mean, the thing is also peace through strength does mean sometimes exercising that strength.
So it's not only remarkable that he doesn't want more conflict, it's that he's asserting...
So basically you support bombing the nukes and getting the fuck out of there? Yes. I think any further military intervention stands to alienate the Iranian people, and it stands to destabilize the country. Yep, drop it and bounce.
U.S.
I get it,
potentially
but I'm a
into a
dumbass.
greater conflict.
Don't matter
Any
that
update on the Iranian war was supposed to happen last night? No. It didn't happen.
That sounds a lot like former presidents justifying previous military actions. That actions overseas are in part to protect American interests, not just at home, but all around the world. So it's just so interesting to see that language being used by two politicians who have made their name promising no forever wars, and promising not to engage in additional military conflict.
Right, especially again from J.D. Vance.
You can never write a blank check like that. And this is the same perspective that I have on this is what I said. Do you remember when Elon Musk was saying that he was like a free speech absolutist? I was like, well, you shouldn't say that because there's plenty of parts and types of free speech that you disagree with and you think is bad. Like, for example, posting like your jet's current location, like that's just the first one because it puts you in immediate danger, or at least in real life it does. So like it's I think that a lot of people, like, and this is a big problem that people's messaging has, is that there's always this issue of people usually overshoot with their messaging, and because they overshoot, then it seems like they've kind of written themselves into a corner because they're speaking in absolutes.
Who is effectively the ambassador because he has such credibility with that part of the Republican Party.
Okay.
As opposed to what used to be
Not bad, Roxy.
the Republican Party, which is more hawkish.
What's your take on the claims U.S. intelligence that Iran was at least 2 to 3 years away from developing a nuke?
Not this specifically.
Would you rather abort a baby in the 9th week or the 3rd? Or the 9th month or the 3rd? That's my viewpoint. Does it matter? Yeah. Yikes. Wait, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Hey, you guys know I like to use the worst possible metaphor in order to communicate, right? Obviously, I love doing that, but yes, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's it.
The planned invasion of Greenland is off. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We still have the plans, just in case.
All my testimony is that the Pentagon has plans for any number of contingencies.
Instead, hundreds of Marines and several thousand soldiers with the California National Guard deployed to Los Angeles. Devin's already covered the legal questions about the deployments themselves. One issue that has repeatedly come up, though, is just what orders do the soldiers and Marines have?
Ready?
Orders seem illegal, say arrest civilians or open fire on protesters, or you could just disobey them. The answers are complex and may surprise you. One of the first formal things is swearing. More than ceremony, as the legal.
Come on, take that.
Swearing the witness does this and then provably lies during their testimony, they can be prosecuted for perjury.
Not having none of it. I'm so glad we didn't have to do the whole Meg thing too, dude. Oh, that was nice.
10 U.S.C. Section 502.
That's amazing.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
Y'all don't know. This panel kind of gives it away right here. Latest chapter of One Piece. Yabon straight up told Zoro, "Was like, you know, you have Conqueror's Haki, right?" And he's like, "Well, Luffy's in shock." Like, how do you not fucking know it, dude? It's oozing off of you, dude. What the fuck? And yeah. I should stop my disc. Someone has inspired me to stop making it one. Because that would be fucking my. Yeah, let's watch this.
Hi, my name's Preston. I'm 25. I'm a software developer. One of those people that can't get hired because, you know, Indians. My last family member died last year. I'm alone on the holidays.
Half my screen, man. What are you doing to me, Sam?
Paycheck and can't afford to get food right now. So yeah, I don't know. Guess your video resonated with me. I don't know if you're gonna listen to this, but thanks.
His last family member died, and this was recorded on Christmas, so he could be dead right now. So you're saying he could have killed himself from the time that he recorded this till now? I don't want to assume fast enough. It's possible, but if you're still out there, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that he was feeling the winter blues, lack of vitamin D. Honestly, that chemical stuff will mess you up, and you'll think it's some thought, but it's not. It's just chemicals. If you don't have vitamin D, you can imagine, whatever is your ailment. But it's the lack of vitamin D, I would say. But look, man, you're 25. You're a very young man. You have decades ahead of you if you're still alive. If not, you're dead. And you don't. And you're not listening to this right now. But if you're 25, I'm 40. If you told me, bro, I'm 40 years old. If you told me, hey Sam, here's $1 billion. You get $1 billion. I'd be like, whoa, whoa! And then tomorrow I'd be like, whoa, I want McDonald's. I'm gonna go play PlayStation and eat McDonald's. Oh, I remember, I have $1 billion. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. $1 billion? Oh, that's better than what I have right now, what I thought I had. Yeah, $1 billion? I guess I could buy something. That's what I would be like if you were like, if you were like saying, you're 25, which is what this caller is. Yep.
I didn't pay any attention.
Make you 25. I'd be like, holy fucking shit, to be had dude. There. Let's go, baby. 25, it's time to smash the gas pedal. It's time to go, activate. It's time to severely become a beast and savagely lock in. You have time, is the point, okay? You have time. That's a massive boon that you are overlooking with your depressed ass, frankly, hypnotized phone call. I'm a software developer. Whatever, man. I'm a software developer too. Cursor. Claude AI. I developed an app this morning. It's called... You want to join? You can't, because you're black. Fuck you.
Hey, Sora!
That's a joke, okay? That's a joke that a black person wrote. Feel stupid now? You feel like an ass? You should. Okay. So I would rewind this video and watch that joke again and laugh instead of getting all, whoa! All right, that's what I would say to you. Other person that I'm talking to, hypothetically in my mind, that I just imagined, whole cloth, big porridge golem with coal in the eyes, tomatoes for the ears, a fig for the mouth. I created you. I can destroy you, and I will when this video ends. When the screen goes black, your soul turns off. You're dead. That's the third person that was watching this in my mind that I made up. Anyway, back to our caller. You know, I would like to be like helpful. Oh, Sam's so wise and helpful. He really helped me out of a jam. But if you're 25 and you have an ocean of time ahead of you and you're a healthy white male, I can't get with this program. My family died. Oh. He's 20. Is he 25? I believe so, sure. Oh, my family died. Come on. Yeah. Come on, man. They wouldn't want you in the state. If you're a man, you're alone. And if you're not alone now, you're gonna be alone. And psychologically, not being able to deal with that or letting that impact you to the point where you're calling a show and mentioning it, okay, means that some element of your psyche is still a little boy.
Kill that little boy inside.
You don't have to kill the little boy that lives inside you, but you have to grab life. You have to. Otherwise, you are just gonna be a guy watching. What's the show that's like takes place in hell and has demons and it's a cartoon?
Oh, Has Been Hotel?
Has Been Hotel.
Is it that one where it's animated or something?
watch a trailer for Hazbin Hotel.
What in the 9 circles makes you think a single denizen of hell would give 2 shits about becoming a better person?
This is what your favorite entertainment's going to be if you don't grab life. If you don't affirm, if you don't tap into the generative, ceaselessly erupting fountain of energy that is the source, the fire
from
life.
people that I've known in my life
for you to tap into.
Have
You're
actually
not
showed
60,
me this show.
You're not in a wheelchair. You're not schizophrenic. You don't have these problems. You can find this thing and grab it, and it's there, and you have to. It's your duty to grab it so that you can pass this knowledge on to others. It's the 11th hour. Civilization. The cracks are showing. Hold on a second. I want a moment of silence for your family, bro. It's really bumming me out that your family's dead. It's really bumming me out big time. Moment of silence. The cracks are showing. The American empire it's dwindling. The fires are dwindling.
Can't be sulking.
The enemy hordes are at the door. But one time, I remember my dad took us to Six Flags. But then, he got lung cancer. He didn't make it. He died when I was 24. Dude, throughout most of human history, when most people were 24, their teeth were black. They had been stabbed several times, and also all their families dead.
Yeah.
Okay? So, buck up. Wash your penis, bucko.
Yeah.
All right?
Dirty penis.
It comes back to Jordan B.
Your penis is like dirty. It's like, well, yeah, my family's dead. It's like, well, whose isn't? It's like, well, my bloody penis is dirty. It's like, well, you can change that. You can clean it. No, your family won't help you clean your penis. You could do it by yourself, for gosh sakes.
It's like he's here with us. When I look in this direction,
it's
he goes
too
off
real.
on it. It's like Jordan.
It's too fucking real.
When there's delayed development going on that everybody's subject to. When you're 18, you're really not a man. When you're not a man, you're still hanging on to little boy stuff, and little boy stuff is you should be protected, you should have caretakers, you should have family members that love you, you should be protected, etc. But manhood is the opposite of those things, and that's what your 20s are about. Your 20s are about finding the strength, and it's not
against HR.
The strength that is on Instagram. It's not Andy Elliott strength. It's not these that have this fake 4-0 strength. The best example of that is these soldier guys
someone
who
is actively calling.
I killed 1,000 people, man. For who? For what purpose?
Their ethnic race.
Oh, for Israel?
And
you killed 1,000 strangers for
Brazilian. Calling it out.
You're the toughest, most badass guy ever, Mr. Soldier. I promise you, the comments in that thing,
I'm just like, my whole point.
He wants to talk smack to Jay Jocko.
This isn't exactly
good
like
luck with that.
Customer
That's what that
service.
fucking guy said. I'll spit in that guy's face.
You can't be calling.
Well, how many people did you kill for Israel when it was
your
your time to stand up, brother? None. My conscience is clean.
Like the
okay?
exact
I'm not
opposite
some
of
washed up wannabe soldier guy that's going on podcasts. That's so fucking humiliating too. The only way you can make money is doing podcast tour. That's pathetic. Why don't you let him parade you around in a dress and a tutu? I judge you. Your sentences, you have to spend the rest of your fucking life going on these stupid podcasts, endorsing coffee and supplements, and talking about how cool it is to be in Afghanistan for the rest of your life if you want money. If you want money, that's what you're doing. Okay?
We had this broken table.
That's the way it is. But that's not real strength, by the way.
Okay.
Real strength is can you protect
this is really
people
as stupid as it gets, by
who need protection. That's what real strength is. Real strength isn't bully shit. It's not
you don't deal with situations harder than this.
Whatever. It's not abs. It's can you hold the world together? The seams of which are constantly fraying and coming apart. Can you hold it together?
Legs just kept falling.
In the same way, by the way, that I think God is holding the world together. I think this might. I don't know if this is backed by theology, but that's my hunch. Is that God is using an unimaginable amount of energy and attention to constantly pull together the seams
we had an issue where people stopped doing work.
Will everything that.
And literally all they had to do was
confirm.
boxes.
I just intuited it. I didn't read that anywhere.
Leave it to me.
You have to do.
That is your job as a strong man, is in some way enact a microcosm of what God does and hold together a bubble of stability for the things and the people that require stability. And if you're 25 and you're bitching about your parents, you're not there yet, so you got to become a man. What else did he say? He's talking about Indians and stuff. Don't talk about Indians. That's my job, okay? Don't worry about that. I don't need you to be
boxes is like
things can always be worse.
Three people
There's no such thing as rock bottom, right?
Things have always been worse. You have to fight. You have to find the fighting spirit. If you don't, you're useless. If you can't tap into the fighting spirit, you're useless. If you're 25, that's your mission. Is to find that.
You know what I hear when I hear like my whole family lineage is dead, and it comes down to you. You are the last in your ancestry. You can create a hourglass turned sideways shape where all these people came down to you. If you have a family and you start making people and taking care of them, boom.
Actually,
yeah, you're the last one. What are you gonna do about it?
Leave it to me.
Not bad.
Okay. Ready? I'm on.
For some reason, little kids who were like 18, fresh out of high school, decided they wanted to just quit working, and now I'm the problem because I say I'm not going to fix this, and you're gonna need strike situation. Manager paying them, locked them all out and home, not do it again. And they all decided that they're not going to go home, and there's a man in the store. And he decided he was not going to do it. Left. And they're all chatting it up, and I'm on the clock because I need money. And I'm not doing some shit. You're not happy with the fact that you're not getting all the customers. And ask them if that prior to that. That simple.
Leave it to me. Ready?
It's also really kind of cool.
I'm on it.
Light, like made it dark.
Ready? Leave it to me. Ready? Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I'm on it. Ready? 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 Leave it to me. Ready? Leave it to me. Ready?
All right, let me. I'm curious about what that.
On a streamer who I actually like quite a bit by the name of Trainwrecks TV. He is a guy who gets it twisted every single day and has dumped millions of dollars on the daily into slots. This guy is what I wish I was. Here I am doing gambling for children, aka gotcha games, when this guy is doing gambling for degenerates. Truly the Jesus of the gambling community. Tectone can never. He is, I believe, a co-owner of Kick, I think. And this is a whole video about a streamer that's more powerful than every influencer you know. That's very interesting. Let's watch this real quick.
How the internet was busy watching XQC sign $100 million
It's a lot of money.
Another name kept quietly controlling the biggest moves behind the scenes. Trainwreck.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm in there. Mom, I made the video, man. Yo, I'm in there, man. Hey, look at that. Hey, we made it to the big leagues, boys. Nice.
Trainwreck.
Love that.
He isn't breaking Twitch records. He isn't flexing mega brand deals on YouTube. In fact, most casual viewers barely know what he
I'm actually.
looks like.
Dude, why am I not
Trainwreck might
making money? Have I not
secretly be
picked
more
any money
powerful
up?
And richer than
Do I just keep
every
getting this?
streamer you
Oh, what
know.
the fuck?
Hot take, I think Trainwreck is the most attractive streamer on the platform. I like the way he looks because, like, he's ugly, but he's, like, ugly enough to where it, like, triggers that primal side of people's brain because he looks like a gorilla. You know what I mean? Very few people have the opportunity to have sex with, like, a monkey. But Trainwreck is like that. He's like a Yeti. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one gorilla versus 100 women, right? Let's see how many times Trainwreck can blow his... Anyways. He's more attractive than you, bro? Yeah, I know. It's what I literally just said. I said that just now. I don't know why you're saying that as an insult when I just said that. That's what I said. The thing that you just said, I said it.
The biggest names fight for clout and flex on social media. Trainwreck's been pulling strings, negotiating deals worth hundreds of millions, and quietly...
Where the fuck is my $100 million deal, man? Where is my $100 million deal? The biggest deal I've ever been offered by any platform is only like, what, like 2.8 million? How do I get the $100 million deal, bro? I'm telling you, I convert. I convert, bro. I tell you. I'm not like Lacey, man. I have pull. I'm telling you. Give me a cool 10 mil, man. I will suck your dick for free. Well, 10 mil will be great, though.
The fortune that most influencers couldn't even comprehend.
Oh, shit.
How he pulled it off. We need to go...
What's crazy is like $100 million ain't even that much. Like, if you think about it, like, it's not even that much. It's just $100 million. You know, like, what can you do with it? Like, once you have 5 million compared to 100 million, like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? It's like, what's the difference between 5 mil and 100 mil? That's just a shit ton of money that your ass ain't ever gonna spend. Like, okay, you're officially stupid? Math ain't mathing? If you have $5 million, you invest it, you live off the interest. You have $100 million, you invest it, you live off the interest. It's like, it's not even that big. Like, you've already won. $5 million is the number where you just win. You've won at life. Like, maybe you have a castle versus not having a castle. But realistically, it's like, okay, well, I've just won more.
I think XCOM.
With Apartments.com capturing the hearts of hundreds of millions of renters, everybody wants the secret to our success, but they're never going to get it. Will they, Craig?
No, sir.
That was what I'm doing to the ad. Will not see it. Will not subjugate all of you.
Up and everything.
I don't know.
And look how handsome you are.
I suppose it is. Hold on.
You don't remember me?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Our families would get together and have dinner every now and then. Oh, I'm your neighbor. Wow, you've really grown up since the last time I saw you. I've seen your mom a few times here and there. I might have to risk it all. Speaking of, aren't your folks out of the country for a while? Don't forget, I'm still Tommy from the block. You can call me anytime you need something. Don't tell me this is what Persona games are. Don't tell me this is what I was here. No one told me this. No one told me this. I would have dropped it all for this. I suppose I've dated myself with that reference, haven't I? How about you start dating me? Oh, sorry, on your way to school right now? That's uniform for Kokatsu Academy, isn't it? I remember when my hubby and I were in high school. You still with him? Whenever he had a practice match, I'd be the first thing, bentos in hand, ready to cheer him on. Once I even went to match one of his match in Shibuya. For that one, I think I took, was it Inogami line to Shimaki Tozawa? Oh dear, I've got to get to my hubby's breakfast started. Damn it! I better hurry to school. That's so cool. Oh, damn. Train will be arriving shortly. Please wait behind the yellow line. Oh, my app is back. Why do I keep trying to remove it? That's like the sickest thing ever. It saved me from the rabid Uber Eats driver. Okay. Okay, I've been on this line. What is this line? This is like Oedo line. What is this? No, is it Oedo line? It's unrealistic. You would never have that much eye contact with anyone in Japan. Damn, bro's clean. What? Oh no. Yeah, I find out she had a husband too. I felt the same way. That guy over there. Oh my god, he's super hot. And he goes to Kiga Academy? I think it's him. Ikinami-kun, you're a sight for sore eyes. Oh, fuck, I thought it was me. Damn it. Don't be so loud, he'll hear you. That's crazy, that bait and switch is crazy. I thought they were talking about me. That's so mean. Alright, gotta be careful, I might end up a menace. Oh, dude, they got the girl who does the thing. Don't worry about it. Glad you're alright. Oh. Dude, I'm a rezzing machine. Oh no, she won't be able to get out. I gotta get off the train. I looked around the platform, but she's nowhere to be seen. She's got a train pass inside and a baseball and a catcher's mitt keychain on it. Maybe she headed for the ticket gate. Oh no. No, she can't get out. You're kidding, I dropped my train pass? Dog, what are you doing? Hurry up. Guys, there's 3 more you can go through. And she's standing in one that... Oh, yeah, well, you can't get through that one, actually. Can this really happen? Yeah, this can happen. You know, if you lose your thing, you have to awkwardly go to the guy and be like, hey, can you let me out? Well, they normally find it. You'll normally find it. It's Japan. It'll probably get reported somewhere. What do I do now? Why did I... Anything for this?
Alright, y'all. I
stole it.
So, I'll be back maybe later or just tomorrow. Back with... Maybe... Hopefully that will go well for me. We'll find out, though. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace out.